Out of nowhere. Nowhere, whoa. Episode 91, motherfucker.
Like my balls, hitting you.
We are told to shut our mouths. No more lies. Thorn in your eye. We're all together. This is war. Out of nowhere. This is war. Out of nowhere. This is war. Out of nowhere. This is war. Vince McMahon, get ready for the dick. This is war, out of nowhere. This is war, out of nowhere. This is war, out of nowhere. This is war. This is war. What's up, wrestling fans? You're in the presence of free men with gigantic cocks. My name is Joe Cronin. That is okay-fabe. And okay-fabe has 9 inches. Around.
Circumference. It's all about circumference.
We're also here with somebody who's taking Viagra as we speak, Jake DeMarco.
That's right. Popping them pills.
Pop some Viagra for everybody, bro.
Making it hard.
Make it hard
How do you
to...
think the computer's standing up right now?
Make it hard to say no, okay? That's what I want you to do. Let's cut right...
stiff neck.
That should be Viagra's slogan. Make it hard to say no.
That's a good one. That's a good slogan, though. Like, I was just thinking about that. Like, damn, make it hard to say no. I mean, I'm sure everybody would get on it like, oh, what is it supposed to incite rape or something? No, just make it hard to say no. Like, you're irresistible type of thing. It's not that other thing. So let's start right off the bat here tonight. And we'll get to this. We'll get to the donations that are coming. Look at this. You can put your own symbol on donations now. Look at Dolphin was able to make a dolphin symbol for Dolphin on High's donation. That's amazing.
Oh, shit. That's
awesome.
Cool.
That is fucking awesome. If you guys want to donate tonight, the link is in the description box down below. I invited Tommy NC in tonight, and since my theory is that when he gets shit on, we make money, and Tommy said that wasn't the case, and then that was happening to him earlier. So I'm saying
Ken was rolling in it as they shit on him.
I think
let's prove this theory.
I think the theory is true that he gets. You know, I know that I've been knowing this for years that it's true. So he makes. But somebody says he doesn't make money. He makes money.
And you cocksucker fuckface! And you cocksucker fuckface!
Man, nobody.
You know he can record greeting cards.
Yeah.
When you open them.
Yeah.
Kind of want that.
Yeah, you're like, oh, you know, what the fuck.
Oh, I'd much rather be called a peasant every time I open mine.
Like, oh, you know. Oh shit, I got a letter, man. I wonder what.
And you cocksucker fuckface!
My God, those are the monetize this rules, by the way. Okay, so let's get into the dolphin and the elephant in the room, which is the Smackdown attendance photos that were taken, which I didn't comment on at first because I wanted to wait to find out how much of this shit was real and how much of it was fake news. And it's pretty much seemingly real at this point. Seems like
yeah, I've seen different angles. I've seen different segments of Smackdown. At first, I only saw the 2 photos. I'm sure the ones you saw initially as well. I said, all right, that could have been early in the night. I saw ones with different people in the ring. I saw ones with the main event. I saw ones for, the mixed match challenge. It was empty. It was empty. I also heard people from there were moved from the, the hard camera side to the hard camera side from the recording side. So
we've seen this a bunch of times last year.
Awful.
But this was a really exceptionally terrible. Where were they? Do we know? I don't remember.
Phoenix, I believe.
Phoenix again, yeah.
I guess that sort of explains it. But yeah, last time they were in Phoenix, it was like that too.
I don't know if it was the same arena back to back, was it?
I don't know.
I think it was. I would assume it would be.
I assume that too.
Them, but...
Yeah, I mean that's not. I mean they can't get people over there. Fucking.
Yeah,
goddamn.
but Raw was a great crowd. So I mean, I think people were just worn out or broke or
Or broke. I mean, it could be that. This is my amount of ticket prices. Jesus.
Yeah, but speaking of ticket prices, I mean, Sunday Access has a deal going on. You buy one ticket, you get one free.
Are they doing that with the Chamber too?
That's what it is for. Yeah, for Sunday's Elimination Chamber. Yeah. I mean, and they're still not selling. Apparently, ticket sales are fucking abysmal.
It helps if you have
really nervous.
It helps if you have a fucking card to build.
Well, that's why they're throwing matches left and right, and they're trying to add things onto there. Post Raw, but it's not helping. Basically, I've heard also as well that neither chamber is going to main event the night.
What?
That Ronda Rousey's contract signing is going to main event.
Oh yeah, we thought that was going to happen, right? Oh man.
Yeah, that was my original prediction. I said, if the women don't main event, then Rousey will. So
it's not like the name of the pay-per-view is Elimination Chamber or anything, right?
Jesus Christ, man, that's so dumb. Like, I don't know. I get it, but not really. I feel like her signing would happen on Raw or something.
It should happen on Raw. I mean, Raw drew in a good amount of viewers this week with the, gauntlet match. I was actually surprised to see some of the numbers that they drew in. It was 3.518 million for the first hour, and that's up from 3.2 million last week.
God damn, man. What the fuck?
The second hour drew 3.5, up from last week's 3.0.
Whoa.
Wow.
So everyone wanted to see what happened with the gauntlet match. And then the third hour drew 2.8 million.
Yeah.
And that was down from last week, 2.837. So the problem is, like you said, Joe, the main event isn't the main event anymore.
Yeah.
No one cares to see what happens. So if they put the women on last and it's a clusterfuck, it doesn't matter because
they just
no
know
one's
that
watching.
They just know that at least 300,000 to 1 million people are going to tune out within the last half an hour. And so they figure this isn't the main event anymore because the most people are watching by the second hour. So again, they sort of treat that like the main event. I wonder if we're going to see going forward this used a few more other times, like with matches. Not maybe a gauntlet every time, but I mean, with matches leading up to the end of the night or with the first hour, more talking. I don't know, but we have seen them use examples of this multiple times before. Let me hit up some of these donations real quick and see what's up.
Yeah.
Super Chat Party.
Dolphin on high.
This is War Out of Nowhere.
Oh, it wouldn't show the dolphin on his top screen, but it did show it on the bottom. Look at that. What the fuck? What are dolphins? Yeah, there you go. I can't do dolphin noises. What did I just... It sounded like Fergie.
God.
Man, she sucks.
She fucking... Oh, she
she keeps making noises like that, and some farmer's going to buy her, thinking that she's a horse. Like, hey, I need another horse. Let's do that.
They tagged her on the way out.
Someone must
peasant!
No death.
It's got to be no death.
My name is Kane and I'm donating.
Out of fucking nowhere. Like my balls hitting your girl in the face. Sup Joe, Jake and OK Fabe. I don't know what is worse, Fergie singing the national anthem or WWE Creative. Both look good but shit end product and they both have hairy beavers.
Didn't see that one coming.
No.
Fucking came in a bowl and your mother drank cum soup from me.
Hey, thanks, No Death. Speaking of Tommy, let's put him on. He's called about 900 times.
Yeah. Said in the chat he was calling.
Yeah.
Tommy NC.
Tommy.
Oh, let me take my headphones out.
Tommy 2010 NC channel is on the phone right now.
What's up?
Oh, okay, he's not screaming.
What's up, Tommy?
Not much. I came on the show because you invited me tonight.
No, I didn't.
You came to talk wrestling, Tommy.
No, I'm just kidding. You did. So, Tommy, what do you think about the empty seats in the SmackDown arena?
I think that it's just I think it's just a plausibility of Vince just not knowing what kind of product he's giving, and I think the reason is that if he was just to give us more stuff that we want, the seats might be filled up.
All right. Well, let's see if anybody has anything to say about Tommy tonight while he's in the chat, since that's my theory. We'll find out if that goes on. Tommy, who's your favorite wrestler in the WWE?
Right now, my favorite wrestler would have to be, and I know you're probably going to hate me for this, but...
No.
I would have to say Roman is one of my favorite wrestlers right now.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm back, everybody.
Oh, no. Braun Strowman. Sorry. Braun Strowman, by far, is one of my favorite wrestlers.
Wait.
My bad.
Now, Braun Strowman's your favorite by far?
By far. Because he's very dominary. And
you want to be dominated?
Dominary.
Dominary. I like dominary.
You want to be dominated,
Yeah.
Tommy?
Yes. And honestly, I think that he should get the role of Beast. Honestly, he may be a monster. I think they should just get rid of Brock Lesnar and just give him the title of Beast, because he's a beast and a monster. The Beast
X-Men?
Monster.
The Beastmaster. Okay, the Beast Monster, Beastmaster, Beastmaster Blaster. Well, hey, you know something, Tommy NC 2010? I love you, man.
You should be Captain Planet. That'd be badass.
Yeah.
Braun Strowman is Captain Planet.
Man, Tommy, I love you, man. Thanks for coming. Goodbye. All right, so let's get back to the shit, bro. All right, so what else do we get? So there's a problem. I've been saying it. The money's going to come down. The seating goes down. Everything goes down, and eventually they're going to have to do something. Because
and like CJ said, they moved Ronda to the Elimination Chamber to boost the ticket sales,
right,
and it hasn't helped at all. But they're feeling like it's not just her. It's not, because there is an interest in her. Because when she was announced, the tickets sold a bit more, but not enough. I think it's the card as a whole.
I don't care about her, though. I think most of the fans are going to rib her.
I can see that.
I could see it being a 50-50 split. It depends on how they handle her, too. If they bring her in like another, untouchable, I could see it being that way where they just revolt no matter what she does.
I think people have had enough.
If shit's going to have to go down at the chamber.
Yeah.
Something has to happen.
Yeah.
I think people have had enough of her. But I mean, she's going to have to do something to make the people like her. I don't know what that's going to be.
Had enough. All she's done is fucking point. She tried to hitchhike to WrestleMania. That's it. But you're not the only one that said that, Joe. That's the problem. A lot of people have said, I'm done at this point. They wrote her off without even giving her a chance. They handled her very poorly at the Royal Rumble. They made her the main focus of things when it should have been about the Women's Rumble winner, Asuka. And, you saw a lot of the women roster complain on Twitter that she took away the focus of the night. And I don't know. It's going to be a hard recovery for sure. I think they should kick off the show with her contract signing and then have her get involved either with the winner of the Women's Chamber or even in the Asuka-Nia match when that's over. Maybe she can even cause a disqualification in the Asuka-Nia match, since her and Asuka had a little bit of beef at the Royal Rumble, and this protects Nia and Asuka.
Never get involved sexually. Yes, I agree.
Yeah, finger banging all around.
I'm not excited.
Bang you
into my heart.
I'm not excited at all about Elimination Chamber right now. I'm just like,
no. There's only honestly, that's actually not a fucking single thing on the card. I'm not really looking forward to be honest.
And then SmackDown feels like it's being lame on purpose because they have to wait for Elimination Chamber to happen. So it's like all this rolled into one equals no fun zone right now for me.
I caught myself saying that before. I'm like, all right, well, SmackDown's just kind of at a lull right now, right? Right? Because they're waiting for the pay-per-view. They got Fastlane. It's a few weeks away. But no. And then I was sent this Forbes article, which I really want to get into in a little bit. But I feel like it's just their format as a whole that really, really needs to be reformatted. They're stuck in a fucking rut. It's literally the same thing week in and week out. As much as we make a joke about it, even Vince Russo sent out a tweet saying the Women's Revolution is not a 6-woman tag match every week. And he's right.
Well, Vince has been very critical of everything because it sucks.
Yeah.
Do you remember when SmackDown was doing good and actually, the format was actually pretty well done? It was very similar to what they do in NXT.
Yeah.
Where there's a general focus on one aspect of the brand, like either the women's division, the tag team, the US, whatever. And they center it around that, and I feel like that has completely gone out the effing window.
There was always one central story that was really important to see what's going to happen next week.
Kind of general format. Right. So even if like the WWE title took a back burner, the US title got a good enough time, or the women's division, or the tag teams got a good enough boost that it carried the momentum of the show, even if, like, say, AJ Styles or Shinsuke Nakamura don't show up on TV for 2 freaking weeks because it's only WrestleMania season. But even if we went to that I feel like would be so much better than what we've been getting lately. Lately, they're just like, let's throw them out there. Yeah, just have them talk review. What's the name of pay-per-view? Oh, yeah, fast. Just throw them out there. Just go do it. God.
Yeah, just get them out there and run through it all.
I think the low attendance is going to eventually bring the banana. I'll put it that way.
Is he freezing for you? Are you freezing?
I was just going to ask, is he freezing for you as well?
Yeah,
Connor,
you were freezing,
for a
Connor.
second there. We couldn't hear the last thing you said.
Am I good now?
You slowed down, then you sped up.
Yeah, it was funny when he sped up.
Yeah, you stopped, and then all of a sudden came back really fast and went ahead and went.
You're like the Motomaniac. It's come down to $9.99. He gets stripped jobs. It was crazy.
That happens to me every now and again, regularly with Skype, and that's why I end up cutting Joe off, because he'll stop like that, and that's when I'll start to talk, and then all of a sudden he'll just come back with 1,000 words a second, and I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, I can see
like
it
the
still
goddamn
happening.
Micro Machine guy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, nobody remembers that guy. I feel like, but remember that guy? He was amazing.
It was awesome.
Forget. He's from Boston, actually. I think he's from like Quincy or something. But
wow, that's creepy as hell.
What I was saying was, I think, right? I think what I was saying was, I think that the low attendance of Smack.
Well, it's going on again, Connor.
To the end of the
Connor, try turning your camera off. Yeah.
Yeah. See, let me try that. Okay, how do I sound now?
You sound better now. Yeah, I think the video was fucking it up.
I'll just keep. Yeah, it's fine.
It's a mess still.
Maybe not.
Maybe not.
Nope. Fuck.
No,
it might not be you. It could just be a Skype issue.
Could be Skype.
God damn
Let me
it.
take a phone call. Maybe that will help it. Okay, now try to talk.
Try it now.
Hey, Malachi, what's up, man? What do you got?
So, first of all, I wanted to talk about how SmackDown was, why SmackDown's attendance has been going down. The reason why SmackDown's attendance is going down is because they constantly put on garbage shows.
Yep.
And they don't give us fans what we want. Like, for example, where's Rusev Day? That's what happened. Rusev Day. I feel like the Rusev Day is being buried, and they're not being featured because they're over. Because look what happened. All the people that got over.
Yep.
Were buried.
Look at everybody that gets their mini gimmick over. Look at Ty Dillinger. I made a video 3 weeks ago. They're silencing Ty Dillinger on purpose. They don't want to hear the 10 chants. So, I got one problem. I can't delete anybody. It's almost like, did you guys call each other and then call me?
No, I called you. And that's weird.
Like, if anybody adds anybody to the call weird, it fucks the whole Skype thing up.
You want us to call you back?
No, because then you won't be able to hear anything. But it does, like, if I don't invite everybody to the call, it screws everything up.
Yeah, because I called us in as a pair, I believe.
That's what it is. You can't do that, yeah.
All right, let's see if he can...
But Hi!
Hey, Connor. Okay, so I'm sorry. Go try to make your point again. I'm sorry.
Okay, the only thing I was trying to say was I think the low attendance of SmackDown is eventually going to lead to the end of the brand split. I don't see the brand split going past 2020.
Yeah, I agree. And with everything going shorter now, everything happens faster and lasts shorter amounts of time. So, yeah, I could see that being over by that point. Because this is not good.
That's a great point, too. And they're already responding to the, crowd issues by making the pay-per-views, co-branded. And that's a bigger issue, too. And that, this Forbes article, that was one of the main topics I wanted to get to tonight, made some really, really great points. Blake Ostreicher there, he's a contributor. He usually, speaks pretty well. And one of the things, he said that, they're dropping. They have less than 2.5 million viewers per share, and it's just going down and down and down week after week. For all 7 episodes, it's dipping and dipping and dipping. And, now if you're going to have these co-branded pay-per-views, same thing we said last week and Out of Nowhere we touched on, what about the mid-carders? It's hard enough for these guys to get on the show when it's a 2-hour SmackDown. How are they going to make time for Rusev Day when you have 3 matches main event from Raw, 3 matches main event from SmackDown, essentially, from the main feuds? There's no time left. If you have each title defended from both shows, there's no time left for Rusev, for Dillinger, for possibly even the U.S. and IC titles. It depends on what happens.
It's
it might
why,
be all tag team focused, or it might be all women's focused.
Why are they signing Dolph Ziggler to a $1.5 million contract, yet Mike Bennett is still in obscurity? Ty Dillinger is in obscurity. And these are guys who all had fairly successful gimmicks, that should be coming in and having at least the chance to have storylines made for them. Instead, there is no attempt whatsoever to give these guys anything to do. No attempt.
Yeah, I mean, I agree entirely. And part of their thought is they're trying to recoup money as much as possible. And they're not getting the ticket sales they need for these things. So it makes me even more worried that they're pushing the wrestlers more now with house shows to try and recoup lost wages. And it's just an issue because now you're leading to more injuries.
You would actually suck a ball sack to get it back to where AJ Styles was facing no chin. You know what I mean? Like that, right before that, they were telling some pretty damn good stories on SmackDown.
They were. You had Dean Ambrose in the mix there with AJ, and as odd as it was, Ellsworth was interesting.
It was also extremely repetitive too. Like it was over and over again, but at least they at least added different elements to make it interesting.
See, I didn't think it was straight up repetitive. I think it was similar, but I didn't feel like it was absolutely the same thing. But this entire 2017, every single SmackDown has opened with some form of Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, with Shane and Daniel Bryan getting involved. Somewhere in the middle, there's been a backstage segment with them, and then the close has been the same people again. Kevin and Sami versus Randy Orton and AJ, or Nakamura and AJ, or handicap match with AJ. But that's been it for 7-8 episodes in a row, at least, pretty much since SummerSlam or Survivor Series. Excuse me, it's been that way. But it's really gotten bad at this point. And I know Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn are great stars, but they don't have enough.
They're so boring
star
right
power to they can't carry.
I don't blame
the
them.
Company on their back right.
I blame the stories, man. I blame the stories badly, like so badly.
It's
do I
not
blame
the
the
talent's
stories.
fault at all.
Yeah, they could do so much with Owens, and they don't do it.
Shane, I wanted to cheer for, and then bringing him back, it's like, oh my God, that's the Authority 2.0. It's just on a lesser scale. It's a less interesting Authority angle, and especially because he flip flops. At one point he's trying to be the good guy, then he's the heel authoritative figure, and then he's going against Daniel Bryan, who again flip flops as well. He's working with the heels, trying to make them look sympathetic, and then he's fighting against them. Like it's just odd. It doesn't flow. And there's no clear winner, and especially because we know there's no payoff with Daniel Bryan either coming, it makes it even more dreadful.
Well, somebody said in the chat, they said, yeah, creative doesn't like the 10 chance, or they don't like the 10 chance, so they're trying to quiet them down. You know what they're really going to not like? Is when half the arena isn't sold out. That's what they're going to really not like.
It's getting there.
It is. It's bad.
10's going to be the amount of tickets they fucking sell.
That's very true. And Jim Cornette, as much as we have our issues with him, he went ahead and he weighed in with his 2 cents this past week on his podcast, and he let us know some.
That's about all he has is 2 cents, by the way.
2 marbles left up top. Unfortunately, he gets a little bit of business passed his way, so he has some credible information still, but he's still a jackass. But he said the NXT in 2016 sold $7 million in tickets, but it had $20 million in expenses. In 2017, $6 million in tickets, $25 million in expenses. And I guess they can't attribute anything of the WWE shop towards NXT. It's weird the way they count in financials, but that only counts towards the main rosters recouping, so.
Good man, Ray in the chat goes, I canceled my WrestleMania plans.
See, that's
there goes the Pyro budget.
Yeah, I mean, come on. Look at that stage. They spent so much money on this stage. It's unbelievable. You know, can you imagine them going back to having to do WrestleManias at regular arenas?
Yeah, like a Madison Square Garden type idea where it's, you know, compact but from a famous arena, you know.
I feel like the allure of WrestleMania is what gets them into these big arenas right now. I don't think they're at the level they should be at to be able to get into these places.
Well, it's the money that it draws. I mean, shit, you were, I mean, Joe, you were there for Orlando, right? You probably saw how crazy just like the wrestling environment was. I was there for 32.
Yeah.
It's insane what this draws as a tourist attraction.
Yeah.
So that's the main reason why. That's why these cities are bidding them, because I can't remember the exact numbers, but like they got like a good couple mil in revenue from like just people coming in and being like it's a tourist attraction. That's what it really is.
Yeah, they get in with the cities that they're, you know, are hosting it, you know,
Yeah.
and they have exclusive events and whatnot, and that helps them raise money. It's not just about WrestleMania itself.
Yeah.
It's just weird to think about it, like back at WrestleMania, you know, all of them, like, you know what I mean? Really, 11 was in like Hartford because they couldn't get another place, and
14 was here.
Yeah, I mean, 14 was here. Like, it was just, you know, nobody was bidding on WrestleMania really then.
Right.
And it was
I mean,
huge
you
then.
can go back and think about, you know, it happened at WrestleMania 4 with Crockett Productions when they went ahead, you know, and they had their free TBS or TNT, whatever show, you know, Crockett Productions.
Clash?
That's when they had Sting take on Ric Flair. You know,
stuff.
if you go all the way back to then, that hurt WrestleMania 4 sales tickets. Now at WrestleMania time, you have big ROH shows, New Japan shows, you know, and they try and schedule it around the same time. I think they need to realize that they're in dire straits and competition is rising elsewhere. It may not be a direct competitor, but there's multiple small competitors that are eating up your talent and your markets.
Yeah.
Which is why we speculate that they kept Ziggler as well. You know, like they just don't want to keep losing these mid-carders who can go off and become a big name somewhere.
Yeah, that's part of the issue that Vince had, was the fact that he went ahead and, you know, essentially he made Dolph a star, and now he'll be able to go elsewhere, take his ball and head back home, kind of, per se. And it's unfortunate that it's viewed like that, but it is the truth. When you look at Cody Rhodes, when you look at, you know, there's been quite a few over the time, but it's like, you know, they make these stars, they transfer out, and then they turn into big successes elsewhere.
Cody
Then
Rhodes
eventually
is the
they can
biggest.
come back to the WWE, but in the meantime,
Emma's been great too. Like already, you're just like watching her. I don't know if she's not. I don't know if she'll do what Cody Rhodes did, but you know,
we saw it with Christian, the Dudley Boys, Kurt Angle. You know, so many people that left. Those are just a few. Batista, you know, people that go elsewhere and do different things. They take off. They go to Hollywood. They go to the mixed martial arts. Brock Lesnar did it. You know, they leave the company behind, and then usually they leave in a way that they talk shit about the WWE, and it hurts their image. So if Vince can keep his hands, you know,
it's such a different time now. I think everything in the last 10, 20 years, where a guy can jump ship and everybody knows exactly who they are, what they're doing. I mean, granted, we saw that Monday Night Wars and people knew who everybody was, but now even if WWE keeps the intellectual property name of Dolph Ziggler, they all know if he showed up in Japan with bleach, know exactly what it's all about. So I think it's a different impact.
Goddamn, no, I mean, OK Fabe's dying here.
Cease and desist.
Online Persona, thank you for the 100 bits, Online Persona. Appreciate that. And here's the real Cody.
Hey, Joe and Jake and Connor.
What's up, Cody? Guys, thank you for the bits. Got 120 bits. I know who's coming in next. Guys, if you want to donate tonight, the link is in the description down below. Or you can super chat over on the right. Hit us up with questions.
My name is Kane and I'm donating. It's gotta be my pacemaker.
I wasn't going to shit on Tommy, but he loves Roman. Then he lies about liking Braun Strowman. The only thing you love, Tommy, are the leftover crumbs stick in your fat crevices.
Oh my god.
Anyway, repeat matches and uncreative storylines are killing the attendance.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of reasons why. The storylines are really fucking killing the attendance. The storylines are killing everything. That's the reason. The stories they're putting out aren't compelling. They're not fun to listen to. Nothing is going well. And that's the problem. And
you know, I like Jeff said in the chat, Reckless Jeff, he said it's the people on the outs that freak out, not the company. A Fortune 500 company can take care of itself. But they're bleeding revenue at this point. Yes, they're not on the verge of, you know, bankruptcy or anything. No, that's not the point. But they're certainly they're losing viewership, you know, on one of their mainstay programs, and unfortunately it's hindering, you know, the overall success of the show. The talent is upset. They're not, you know, they're basically trying to make the best of what they can with the stories that they're given. Alexa went ahead and she tweeted something, you'll pull it up here. The day before, basically trying to like undo what they did on Raw, you know, saying like, you don't know, some things you can't understand, or some things you won't understand, other things are not meant for you to. Hashtag WWE Chamber. And it's a picture of her and Mickie James together. And I get that, you know, but it seems like it's an afterthought, like she's trying to make a storyline out of the shitty story that they wrote on Raw. Like she's trying to make the best of a bad situation. It's unfortunate to see such great talent be put in these positions.
Eat my pussy. I'm sorry. I don't know why I said that. I felt awkward there. I had to say something weird. WC Mikey, thank you, man, for the $1. I don't know why your dollar donations aren't playing, bro.
Oh shit! I like hearing Mikey chime in and make fun of Ken.
Yeah, I would recommend doing $3, $2, $3 or something, because I think the dollars aren't working. I don't know why that is. I heard from somebody else that there was some kind of issue with that too. Let's put on the phone 661. You're live. What's up?
What's up, Jeff?
You know what's up, baby. I got something down below, and it's rising for Vince McMahon's nostril.
I heard you guys talking about low ticket sales, and I don't think it's about tickets or talent. I think it's all on Vince.
Well, I mean, what happens with Vince, is going to make low ticket sales happen.
Dude, I cannot wait until that guy exposes Roman, that he orders steroids.
It sounds like that guy's like dead set on doing it. Like, you called me a liar, well, now I'm going to expose Roman Reigns.
Yeah, he's got an agenda for sure.
But isn't there speculation now that they're holding Reigns again because now they're worried that that's going to come out? Didn't you say that the other day, Jake?
I said it's hard not to draw that parallel when you see Roman. He put on a great match, you know, with Seth Rollins, but to lose clean by a roll-up in the center of the ring, it's especially, you figured they would want him looking strong going into the chamber if he's going to be the one to win and go on to main event WrestleMania. It's just hard not to draw that parallel and have a bit of that, you know, conspiracy theory deep in your brain.
I think they're trying to push him away to not make it obvious that he's going to win. That's why they highlighted Strowman.
I think that's probably the more logical answer, but it's hard for that thought of, is he in trouble? Is he being punished?
True.
Not to pass your mind.
What was that rumor about him that we thought that he was going to definitely become heel at the end of the year or after WrestleMania, or what was, or Chamber?
Yeah, because he's supposed to go on and face Seth Rollins after winning the title from Brock after WrestleMania, that he's supposed to go ahead and make a heel turn there.
Ah, okay, because I think making Roman Reigns heel again is it should be another big sort of money maker, but it also would allow them to do a whole hell of a lot more. If they make Roman heel, they'll have a whole hell of a lot more for faces to do, because right now it just seems like there's not a lot for faces to do, because
who's a big heel on Raw right now? The Miz?
The Miz,
Elias?
but the Miz, but people like him. Elias, but people like him. Braun Strowman but people liked him.
Not a heel. Kane?
Nobody cares.
Even when he was around, people didn't give a shit about him being a heel.
Exactly.
And Brock, he gets cheered anyways. They have no heels that people just love to hate.
Yep. That's
a huge problem.
They need Roman to tear it up.
Zayn are heels. You know, people genuinely dislike them. But people cheered for everybody that was in the gauntlet match but Roman, as you had said.
Yeah.
Jason Jordan's the only one I can think of.
Yeah, and he was a babyface.
And even Jordan is kind of like one of those heels that you hear a lot of people say that thing where it's not a good way. I don't like him, but I don't know if there's an answer to that, if it's bad or good, because whatever. But you know what I mean? It's like it's bad, but
there's
it's bad.
Too many in-betweeners, you know?
Well, just wait for the draft. I think that the draft will hopefully solve a lot of that.
Yeah, the draft's supposed to take place the second week now, I'm hearing, after WrestleMania.
I heard Backlash. That was the last time I heard anything.
That's what, 4 weeks after?
Yeah.
So around the same time frame. Okay, we're not too far apart there. It's a 2-week difference. You shut up. I said 2 weeks. But I mean, you figure if NXT is losing that much money, and it worries me to in the sense of, Are they going to sign less talent? Are they going to, put on less shows? Are they going, just what are the consequences going to be for these things? Could be nothing. Could be perfectly fine. But
I think signing talent would probably be a big one. How many people have they signed the last year alone? Jesus.
What's up? We got shit. I don't know who I put. Scott Frame, maybe. I don't know who I put on the phone. What's up?
Yeah, it's me. Hey, what's up? I just have a question. I don't know if you saw NXT. When do you think Gargano will be on the main roster?
So I think Gargano's going to go to 205 Live.
What did you think of the match tonight?
Why were you gloaming on the superstar JD? You would suck his dick and say yes, sir.
Oh, no, I wouldn't do that. Number one JD fan, what's up? How you doing, man? He's busy trying to sue more people. I think he's trying to sue people. Because, yeah.
Dave Rose?
Yeah, what happened was his girlfriend called our show and said his dick was small. And then he tried to sue people because his girlfriend said his dick was small. Sorry. I don't know. But thanks for the $5 and becoming a $5 ShiBUM. What's up, baby? Put that one kind of looks like a penis, baby.
That's right. Yeah. So, what did you guys think of the match tonight for NXT?
Oh yeah. So I thought it was pretty good.
2, or the revenge.
I saw the end of it.
It was all right.
They cheer for the heels and boo the faces. The fans are flip-flop.
Kind of,
it's
a little
bizarre
bit.
World.
It's bizarre. Yeah, I thought it was an okay match. It wasn't like the Takeover stuff.
Nothing's going to top their Takeover match. There's no way. But for a solid matchup on NXT TV,
but good story. Good story.
I thought it was really good. I thought it was damn good.
I like Ciampa coming in and smacking him with the fucking crutch. I think he should show up wherever he shows up. It might be on 205 Live. And then probably I would think Ciampa would show up there then. I
have a feeling we're going to see him show up and the Andre the Giant Battle Royal Memorial.
And win the Battle Royal.
And win that. If Goldberg isn't going to be the one to win. Yeah,
hey,
I think
Joe,
Johnny
Jake, and Connor from... Ooh, kayfabe. I don't have a question, just wanted to donate. Actually, I do. Why Vince love fucking Roman?
Oh, broken line. Vince McMahon is plowing Roman Reigns right now.
Ooh, kayfabe.
That's my favorite one so far.
I just like how the donation got cut off. That's what I like. It got cut off. Thank you, Broken Line, for the $5 and becoming a $5
ShiBUM.
What's up to all the ShiBUMs out there? Look at how the bum got cut off. That's the weirdest thing.
Ooh, kayfabe.
Ooh. Super chat.
Party.
Super chat.
New Orleans banning blood and pile drivers.
I heard about that.
Wait a minute. What? Jay Real, thank you for the $2.
Yeah.
What?
There was a report that came out that apparently, I don't know if it's New Orleans itself, is banning any wrestling show to use blood or pile drivers throughout the entire WrestleMania weekend.
Yeah.
Why?
I didn't know if that was a troll job, like a fake article, if that was true. That's why I was like...
Yeah, I don't know either.
So the pile driver's officially illegal again?
I guess so.
But blood is what fucking ticked me off.
Why does the blood matter? What the fuck does that mean? WC Mikey, yo Joe, what's up? Ticket prices. We go to a house show here in Chicago and Ticketmaster, it's $200+. That's crazy. All floor seats, needless to say, they're not selling. Oh, well, they're not selling then. They'll go down. They'll go down, Mikey.
Give it a year.
Dude, that's so fucked up. Are you kidding me? Why can't a company do blood if they want to do that? What the hell is that? That's like freedom.
Well, now I think they'll end up doing it hard way, where they just make it, like, oops.
Yeah, but
can't help it if I get busted open.
How's the state going to control your art? That's like telling a play, like if you do blood or you do some kind of
no nudity for 50 Shades.
Well, I can see not being able to do nudity, but what the fuck? Like that is so fucked up and weird, dude.
You prude, no nude.
Super chat party.
Sets the version of Jericho he pinned Roman Shitstains and John Cena in the same night as Jericho pinned Austin and Rock, Sabin and Shelley for NXT.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, he pinned Roman Shitstains, Cena, same as Jericho pinned Austin and Rock. Yeah, it is kind of like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I made that parallel on Monday, saying that this is just like when Jericho won the Universal title, or not Universal, the what is it, Undisputed title, Undisputed Championship. That I said not since someone beat you know, someone so notable in the same night. You figure he just beat Roman Reigns and John Cena back to back in lengthy matches. You know.
Yeah.
It was really quite the feat, and I had something pulled up about that earlier. I'll have to find it again, but basically that, you know, the last time we saw a lengthy match like this was, as we had said that night, John Cena versus Randy Orton went long. That was 40 minutes. Benoit versus Triple H was a 60-minute Iron Man match, but it didn't actually run the full 60 minutes.
Yeah,
because of commercial breaks and everything.
Oh,
and also there was a Shawn Michaels versus John Cena match in 2007. And it was hyped for going over an hour, but it actually went less than 40 minutes live because it was tape delayed, and they shoved in commercial breaks during like rest holds and stuff to make it look like it was longer than it was.
How do they do that with all the time stops? That's so weird. That's bizarre.
Yeah.
I remember
You want to see my dick?
too.
I'll take my dick out right now. I'm
Oh my God!
And you want to see my dick?
Oh my God!
Do you want to see my dick? I will show you my penis. I'm Seanzviews. Don't screw with me, or else I'll show you my pee-pee.
My pee-pee-pee-pecca.
Do you want to see my dick?
My pee-pee-pee-pecca.
Do you want to see my dick?
Lee is so
This
mad.
is a cease and desist.
Sup Joe and Connor IDK, who this guy is as GM, but it's not the Kurt Angle that I know, and
The Kurt Angle.
love maybe there wouldn't be low attendance if they give Talon a chance other than the same ones.
Yeah, you got to look out for the Kurt Anal. Thank you.
Yeah, the Kurt Angle is the.
Thank you,
Not
Trey.
the Kurt Angle you know and love.
Got to give a shout out to Mr. Popcornography before that too, and also Trey as well. Yeah, Kurt's a mess, man. That's why they kept him off TV, because last week he was so bumblefucked. Last week he was like, I think tonight what we need to do. Yeah. And they were like, get him off TV. Just have a gauntlet match.
Stephanie McRan.
He can't even remember the name of the fucking. It's behind him. It says Elimination Chamber everywhere.
I just got off the phone with Stephanie McRan, and she said she called the police. Me and Stephanie
worth
McRan.
$12 million.
Me and Stephanie
I think we're gonna have at the elimination. I almost lost it. Elimination Chamber.
Stephanie
Wrestlers.
McRan's boobies. This is true. TMC says WWE Mark Henry. What? WWE Mark Henry says Hogan can return if he apologizes to all the black wrestlers. Yeah, I saw that a couple days ago. It was news a couple days ago. Yes. Yeah. Mark Henry said if he apologizes to all the black wrestlers, then Hulk Hogan can come back. Like individually? Yeah, like individually. Like he goes, well, you know something, brother, Booker T. I don't know. I want to see that though. I want to see that.
Hogan apology tour starting the day after WrestleMania.
By the way, for everybody who was wondering about my Blumpkin Cunt Pussy song, or Blumpkin Cunt Pussy Juice, I put 2 versions of it up on Patreon, and it's up there right now. It's Blumpkin Cunt Pussy.
Y'all know about that Blumpkin cunt pussy?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Oh.
That Blumpkin, you got that Blumpkin pussy juice. That fucking cunt, that fucking juice is on the loose. That pussy screws all of the men. Blumpkin.
All right, there it is. It's up there. You guys can download it on patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show. It's available.
That was fucking
I have both the
incredible
live
last
version.
night.
There's a live version that I did that wasn't the best, and then I redid it for everybody. So both of them you can download. So just FYI, some people are asking about that. Available on patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show.
ShiBUM.
Along with
I
more
got
The
my
matches.
reason
ringtone.
people boo faces is because they are too soft compared to the ones from WWF.
Yep.
Always smiling and being as corny as it gets. Jerry from NJ is a short guy syndrome, little faggot ass midget
Oh my
fuck.
God.
Wow.
Would JB agree to be on shows other than Monetize?
Justin Bailey, no, he's too busy. I would love to get him on, but he's too busy.
You cocksucker fuckface!
Broken Dickie Knots. Broken Dickie Knots. Thank you, Broken Dickie, for the $5 and becoming a $5
Shit bomb.
And now, everybody, let's listen to Tommy NC 2010. Go into the Matrix.
You didn't fucking get on MTVs, man. Fuck you, you fucking cocksucker. You got to make a weird.
You didn't get on Tosh by now. You peasant.
You fucking peasant.
All right, I was delaying while I was trying to get Matt the Misfit on the phone by playing Tommy clips. And we also... Hang on a minute, Matt. Let's get the man that was on before you. 616 is on the phone on Out of Nowhere, episode 91. What's up, 616?
Hey, Joe. Hey, Jake. I love your show. My question, actually, opinion is, do ratings really matter anymore? I don't watch Raw or SmackDown live anymore. I just watch it off Hulu or on YouTube. Back in the day, 96, 97, 98, you only had one method of watching Raw and SmackDown. Now you can watch it, how you want. You can fast forward. So I don't think the ratings may be low, but I don't really think they matter to what they did back in the day because of the technology we have today.
That's a great point, but it's not just TV ratings that they're taking into account here. I mean, we might be talking TV numbers because with the Nielsen ratings, that's like hard number facts that we can go off of. But YouTube views have gone down. You can see, not drastically, but enough. But they absolutely said that Hulu replays have gone way down. Same thing. The network subscriptions have plateaued. They haven't increased at all in the past 6 months in volumes that they thought they were projected to. So I mean, it's not just the TV ratings. It's a wide scale.
Also, USA cares.
And yes, USA cares about ratings. Yeah. That's everything for them. So it's not just the ratings.
USA show though? What's the highest rated?
It's WWE Raw. It's WWE Raw.
So they're doing something right.
Well, yeah, they're number one.
The same show was drawing in bigger numbers at one point, so not even that long ago.
But even the NFL not even bringing the ratings that it used to do. It's everything's going down. It's just the way there's more content. There's YouTube. There's more content now.
Oh, absolutely, and I'm sure analysts take that into effect. But they're also they could be having like when you have Raw 25 on the air and you get 5 million people watching, and then the next week, or 2 weeks after, you have 3 million. There's a reason why you lost that 2 million viewers.
I think that ratings don't matter as much as they used to. I'll make that fair statement, but I think that they still matter if for nothing else for USA to garner as a way to negotiate with WWE, and that's really the big thing of like imagine if they just I'd be curious to see if they were able to match the numbers on the network. That's kind of like the bigger question I would have.
I'm trying to look at the numbers now on USA Network, and I don't see Raw even on here. Why don't they put Raw on the list? Do they?
I think it's separate, honestly.
Because it's sports?
It was at one point.
Is it because it's sports? I mean, it's nowhere near.
Yeah, Psych. That was a huge draw at one point.
All right, I can tell you right now by looking at it. Their biggest show, besides I don't see Raw on here for some reason, but one of their biggest shows is The Sinner. It's 1.8 million, and Suits is 1.4. These were all canceled.
That medical show that they used to have on with the doctor at the beach. I forget the name of the show.
I don't know about
the beach.
That used to draw big
Colony.
numbers,
Okay, Colony does 1 point something. Oh no, they only do 0.8. Yeah, so that's a fuck too. WC Mikey, what's up? What's up, Joe, Jake, and Connor? Love the show. Go F yourself, Ken, you fat tub of crap. It's always crapping on that man. Well, I don't know why. What the fuck, you fuck? Well, whatever. At least he didn't try to. At least he's not trying to murder you in real life and call the police on you in real life, like one of Ken's donators.
Scary.
That fucking guy.
I mean, look at what happened to Meg Turney and Gavin. From Rooster Teeth and the Slow Mo guys. Did you hear about all that?
I vaguely heard about that. Like somebody showed up.
She had a stalker that was absolutely like 110% in love with her, and he drove 12 hours to their house in Texas. And he showed up middle of the night, broke in through a window, I believe, and then they heard the commotion. They hid in a closet. He fired his gun inside as he was trying to find. His point was to go there and kill Gavin, her boyfriend, so he could be with Meg. And they hid in the closet. The police responded in less than 4 minutes, and then the guy left home when the police came and killed himself.
Joe, I finally got a question, L.
And that's why you buy a gun.
What will it take for you to do another podcast with Sean's view and ratings don't matter for WWE. Hell, just look at their shows. They don't give a fuck. Vince doesn't care.
It seems like they don't care. At some point, you think they would when USA starts to care. But I almost wonder if they don't care because they'll just go to the network anyway, and they think kind of like they're playing reckless because they don't. They're like, oh, we'll just go to our network if USA drops it, or we'll go to Fox, or we'll go to one of these other networks. Thank you, Broken Lion. Yeah, that's
I'm
what
sure
people...
they can go to. People saying, "Oh, they're tight with NBC." Well, isn't NBC and USA affiliated together?
No, it's the same. Yeah, same thing.
So
that's why they're
redundant. But...
That's why they're tight with NBC. And yeah, that does seem like their end game is to go to like a full streaming deal or something.
I don't doubt that they would love to have everything on the network themselves.
But see, that's a problem. If you do that, you need to be able to make sure that you're going to get tons of new viewers through viral marketing or online marketing somehow. Because
look what they're doing with Facebook Watch. If it was global, I think they'd be getting a larger audience. Right now, the problem is that it's only available in the United States.
Hey, Tommy Roman called and he wants to anal rape you and kayfabe lol.
Hey, thanks, real Cody. Yeah, he's gonna get raped by his boyfriend. No, it's just like YouTube, just like YouTube and everything else.
Yeah, you need to attract a larger audience.
WWE has to induct Vader in Hall of Fame before he dies.
I know, and we were so hard on that last year. We were like, he's got to go in this year. The popcornography, thank you. And it didn't happen. And it doesn't seem like it's going to happen this year, which is just, to me, it's like, just put this guy in the Hall of Fame already. Is Bam Bam Bigelow going in?
I heard.
We've heard that. That's been a rumor going around for a few weeks now.
Yeah, put Bam Bam in there, and then put Vader in there. Put them both in there.
Him and who, Connor?
Kid Rock.
Yeah, I even heard Ken Shamrock at one point in time, but then that was not mentioned again. So.
Put Ryan Shamrock in there.
I'm why not, right? I'm still surprised JJ's going in.
Yeah, that really blew. When everybody was talking about that as a rumor, I really discredited that. I was like, you're fucking crazy. I don't view him as a WWE or F guy, really. Like, I don't. He spent... I know, I'm ass backwards with that, but I feel like he's done so much.
He's done more than Ken Shamrock.
Oh, I don't dispute that, but he's had his hands in so many competitors, soups, per se, that I feel like he's done more for other promotions.
Did they put Eric Bischoff in? Has Eric Bischoff gone in?
No, I thought him or Ted Turner would be a great addition to the Hall
of Fame.
Oh my
God! Imagine Vince putting Ted Turner in. Bury the hatchet.
Why not?
He would.
It would make sense.
It would make sense, but no, I think Double J made a lot of sense. He was a great Intercontinental Champion. He had a really good run.
It makes sense. I'm just saying I don't view him as a real WWF guy. But then some people pointed out that Kurt Angle spent more time in TNA than WWE anyway. So yeah, that happened with quite a few people. Even Bubba Ray was in TNA longer than he was.
Sting, Vern Gagne, there's a whole list.
Dude, once you have Sting in the Hall of Fame, I mean, he wrestled a couple times in the WWE ever.
4 matches.
Jeff Jarrett wrestled what for the company? 4 years?
Yeah. 5? Yeah.
Oh, Leah's telling me something. Hold on.
Sting did 4 matches?
Yeah, he did 2 on Raw, 1 at Night of Champions, and WrestleMania.
I only remembered 1 on Raw. Yeah, you're right.
Technically, it was 2 because he wrestled, I think it was him and Big Show, and then they turned into a tag match.
Funny.
Yep, that's right.
Yep.
Leah just told me that she heard, maybe this is true or not, that Sting the wrestler owns his name, which we know that, but that Sting the singer has to pay him $1 because of copyright every year.
That actually sounds like a hilarious gentleman's bet. You know what I mean? That sounds hilarious.
If it's $1, the reason why it's $1 isn't because Sting is a dick. It's because legally he has to charge. He has to charge something to keep it on the books. That way, if somebody does infringe on his rights, then he can defend it. Because if he didn't charge Sting, then they would be able to say, "Well, you didn't do anything about him doing this."
Yeah, so you can't charge me if you're letting him get away with it.
I assume if that story's true,
I think $1 is the minimum for all those kind of like copyright and legal suits. Taylor Swift did that, where she sued the producer for $1 for the sexual harassment thing.
She sued him for $1?
Yeah, just so she can get his name out there. Show him as an asshole.
So it's not about money, right?
Do you guys think Double J will mention TNA at Hoff?
No, I don't think he will. No.
Let's say Florida.
I've been down in Florida. WWE paid for me to get drunk. Broken Line, thank you for the $2, man.
I mean, it made sense why WWE was pushing slightly for the library with TNA for a while. They didn't want the talent or the, everything that comes with it. They just wanted the library because then they could show what Kurt Angle and Sting and everybody else that they have come in, AJ Styles, Samoa Joe, what they've done for the past 10 years without saying, like, they disappeared and then they returned.
Right.
Muhammad Hassan v. Jinder Mahal, Cornet 4 Hoff.
Muhammad Hassan versus Jinder Mahal. Yeah, Jim Cornette would be somebody you would definitely think would go in or be in there. We've been talking about him forever. We couldn't even believe it. We thought it was a major breakthrough that Cornette was inducting someone in the Hall of Fame last year. That was just enough to see him there. Was like, wow, that's a pretty big.
Yeah, that was surprising. Yeah, it is.
That's another wall to come down over there.
With a live mic.
Shooting Star there brought that up, and we were shocked.
Yeah, the British Bulldog.
Put the British Bulldog in the Hall of Fame and Owen Hart in the Hall of Fame, but his wife.
Yeah,
won't allow it.
Martha Hart won't let Owen go in the Hall of Fame. We've been talking about that for years. She just won't let. She won't let them put Owen Hart in.
Don't you think that's wrong though? On some levels, like I understand she's the protector of his estate. But wouldn't it be nice to signify for a new generation and show what he's done and how much he's accomplished? And I forgot how much of a great tag team him and Jeff Jarrett were together. And
this is
I've been watching
honestly, dude.
Recently.
This is Owen's worst nightmare. Owen's worst nightmare that all his work and everything he did is swept under the rug.
It all comes down to Over the Limit.
And
that's what it does.
And his brother overshadows him again because it's all Bret Hart. But we don't get all this awesome Owen Hart stuff for the most part that we could have had, or we could be in the Hall of Fame. What, Leah?
It's just because she hates wrestling and all that stuff because it killed him.
Oh yeah, I know. I get why she's mad. Like if I died, you would be like that. I feel like.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
I think Leah would be fucking raging. But it's like this is what. But I would be if I died in wrestling. It'd be like this is what I want to make sure that no one forgets me and stuff.
If you died playing hockey, I'd probably still like hockey.
Okay. Yeah, but I mean, she probably already resented it, right? Like, oh, you got to do another show, like, or you can't come home, or you know what I mean? She probably hated them. And then he's like, oh yeah, they want to put me up on this pole, and she was probably like, don't do that, like, oh, why are they always doing this? And then he dies. So she probably was like, fuck them, fuck Vince, fuck you, fuck wrestling. All I wanted was my husband at home. And so she's really angry and bitter. Yeah. I can see why that is. But man, Owen was a great number 2, man. He could wrestle well. Yeah, maybe one of his kids will do something someday, but it's who knows how they feel about it. I don't know, maybe the kids don't even like it. I don't know, but I know the kids when they were kids liked the wrestlers. But yeah, Bulldog, put Bulldog in for sure. I didn't even think about that. I thought Bulldog was in for some reason.
I thought he was too, to be straight honest with you.
Didn't they just?
It's hard to keep up sometimes.
Did they put his part? They put the Anvil in?
No, I don't think so.
Did Jim the Anvil go in? Didn't he go in last year with Natty or something?
Yeah, he went in. I'm pretty sure.
Wasn't it because she was like, Dad, they want you in the Hall of Fame?
Yeah, it was on Total Divas. I'm pretty sure he got.
Oh, you watched Total Divas! You watched Total Divas!
I remember the whole fucking angle.
I'm kidding. I think I saw it too.
He was high as out of a fucking skull on pills.
Yeah, he was like
that was on every damn news thing how he was going into rehab over and over and they weren't sure if he was going to make it. So I'm pretty sure that's what it was. I'll double check now, but
Johnny Gargano, he won. He lost his match. I want to see him and Ciampa. Just man, let's go. It's WrestleMania, but it doesn't.
They're gonna tear it up.
Actually,
tear it up.
It's you know what, dude? It's actually too bad that their rivalry, if it doesn't come to a head at NXT Takeover, which it won't because he's leaving.
Actually, it will.
Because you think so?
Yeah,
it has to.
They're going back to Full Sail on the 7th of March. They're going to finish tapings before Takeover.
Oh, really? Matt, what else you got, man? I don't know if I asked you what you called about yet, or if you said something.
He's not in the Hall of Fame. Neidhart isn't in the Hall of Fame.
Wow,
he was there for somebody else. You're right.
Yeah, NXT is going back to Full Sail for the final tapings before Takeover. So they have. So I'm predicting that they're going to do an unsanctioned match for Takeover between Gargano and Ciampa.
Oh, right.
I mean, if you think about it, Gargano lost because of Ciampa. Storyline wise, he's not. People actually really think he's leaving NXT.
Yeah, like Steven Regal's going to come out and be like, like this was bullshit. You guys are gonna have a match.
And then there's a new faction being formed in NXT. The Attack Sanity at a house show.
I haven't seen
Yeah,
that.
I heard about that.
Yeah,
who's in that?
Wesley Blake, Steve Cutler, Gunner, and Lacey Evans. I don't know what they're going to go by, but I think this is the team that's going to send Sanity to the main roster.
Wow.
Ooh.
Yeah, you've been pushing for that for a while too. So.
And then AOP versus I'm calling it AOP and War Machine is going to be the finals for the Dusty Rhodes Classic.
I don't know. I feel like they should push another tag team
because they haven't announced who the Forgotten Sons are facing yet.
Ah, okay.
It's still blank there.
Huh. That's gonna be weird.
Speaking of which, speaking of Jeff Jarrett,
Broken Line. What's up, Broken?
At this point, I don't think it's a bad idea to mention TNA. Hell, what are going to lose? Impact doesn't even call themselves that anymore.
Broken Line, thanks for the $5, man. I appreciate that. But I just think that it's just something they don't want out of, it's something you don't do. I just think it's something they won't mention anyway. I don't think it's a big deal if someone were to mention it. I don't think so. But I think they'll sort of be like, yeah, we don't really want to mention TNA and stuff, but just say whatever you want to say. I think it's just something like that,
Yeah, Vince just as far as like live TV, he makes them overlook that entirely.
Check Twitter, Joe cease and desist.
Yeah, I seen it online persona.
Well, Sting actually said the word TNA on his DVD.
That's on the DVD though. I'm talking about live programming.
Plus, Dixie Carter's been on network specials.
Speaking of Jeff Jarrett, Eric Young and Bobby Roode actually tweeted about him going to the Hall of Fame. They pretty much said if it wasn't for him, you wouldn't see a Bobby Roode and Eric Young get where they're at now.
Yeah, they wouldn't be in.
Hell, he's one of the reasons why AJ Styles is one of the biggest names in the industry right now.
Yeah, that's true because everything that happened with TNA. So
yeah. Oh, speaking of Eric Young,
he's definitely put in his work. I'm not denying that. I'm not picking on Slapnuts. It's just the fact that it didn't feel like a WWF. I don't want to say worthy because that's not the right term, but I just felt like there was other people more deserving.
Well,
even that's a touchy thing to say.
Speaking of Eric Young, actually, people are asking me why is he not a world champion in WWE yet? I was recently listened to an interview Eric Young does. He's not in a hurry to be the world champion. He's his main goal, but he's not worried about it yet. He's not in a hurry.
Yeah, he knows he's got tons of time, and he just wants to keep on track.
I would love to see Eric Young on Joe Cronin Show. I mean, that'd be dope.
I saw you tweet that out earlier.
We almost got Eric Young on years ago. Like right after I got Christopher Daniels, I almost had Eric Young on right after that.
Happy late birthday to the Beast of Belfast. It was his birthday yesterday.
Oh damn! Happy birthday, you fuck. Thanks, Matt. Hey man,
I don't do this often, but if you guys get a chance, check out Misfit Gamer 101 on Twitch. That's Matt the Misfit's Twitch channel. He put on a pretty spectacular, custom pay-per-view the other night for WAW Elimination Chamber, and it was a lot of fun to watch. So check that out.
Also, just want to say shout out to Famous B if he's listening, man. We have some good conversation with Famous B the last couple of days on Twitter, man. His DM's are hilarious.
Yeah, I mean, he gave you the topic to cover on the other day, so that was pretty cool.
Yeah, Lucha Underground's coming back, man. It's coming back, so we look for Famous B.
It's going to be interesting to see how that plays out.
Yeah, I wonder what's going to happen. This will either be the last season or it will rejuvenate the whole thing. I don't know, though. But
I bet you if it gets the ratings that they're predicting it's going to, and the viewership, I bet you it'll be huge, and it'll go on for another few seasons.
Gonna be huge.
I bet you they'll do 4, 5, and 6 and make it a full trilogy again.
I wonder if they'll end up giving it out or doing something with it somewhere where it would end up being all right, then it's not gonna be on TV anymore, but you'll see it produced for YouTube or Twitch or something like that. I wonder if they'd ever do that. And if not, why not? Why not start a GoFundMe for it too? If it came down to we're canceling it, it's not gonna be on TV anymore, it's gonna be done. But then they started a GoFundMe or they started a Patreon or a pay for shows and stuff like that, and they just created their own insider thing. It would go lower budget, obviously, and then you just see if the fans are willing to pay for it.
Party.
Why not do that?
Jim Johnston, creator of WWF themes, needs to be Hoff.
Yeah, popcornography. That is a great point. And here's another great point about that. He left. He was surprised at his firing or at his release. And I think a guy who's been there that long, like, that sucks. And I
think the only other person who's been there as long as Fink, right?
Yeah, put Howard Finkel in. But Jim Johnston needs to go in as well, and I hope they put him in soon because, he's a little older, but put him in soon because so isn't Fink. Put him in soon because, I think he's sort of upset about what happened, and I know it's fresh, but why not try to like mend that quickly and say, listen, we let you go, but like, you're obviously his salary was so high. And what he was doing, his style was outdone. He did everything really there was to do. Doing more, paying him to sort of be there to overlook little things was overpaying somebody at this point, even though he was a legend. Although, if they had the money, I would say pay the guy. The guy's a legend. And the guy made all the themes that we all grew up with. Almost all of them. And
pretty much anything memorable that you fell in love with is... done by him. So
and while I agree that he's dated at this point and there's less that he can contribute now, and I get why they let him go, but he was surprised by it. So I'm surprised they didn't say, we're going to let you stay on for this amount of time, or we're going to cut your salary to this and make you do something different or whatever. We're thinking about this. He was totally blindsided, he said, by it. Like all of a sudden it was like, oh, we're letting you go. And he was like, wow, I would have thought I would have had a little more, know about this being here all these years, 30 years or over 30 years, or whatever it's been.
It was definitely a sad loss, that's for sure. And then they got, CFO and all that, so.
Don't get me wrong, CFO does great stuff, but it's like, right in the childhood.
Yeah, exactly. That's for sure. We got Elimination Chamber coming up this Sunday, and, speculation everywhere. We don't have a very impressive card. We have Woken Matt Hardy versus Bray Wyatt. I don't know if you guys want to run through predictions quickly, or at least I don't know if you wanted to save that for a later time, but one of the things I definitely wanted to address is that they have possible spoilers / this is all speculation at this point, so it's not real spoilers, but possibilities for what's going to happen Sunday. And a lot of what I'm hearing is that Triple H might show up in some capacity to fight, to build towards the WrestleMania either mixed tag match or the fact that he might be the one taking on Braun Strowman now.
Fink went in the Hall of Fame in 2009.
Oh, good.
That's why I wasn't thinking about him.
Was that the year with Stone Cold?
Yes.
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Other possibilities is that Kane returns or that Bobby Lashley might make an appearance. I don't. I'm not too sure, but one of the main thing that everybody's talking about is the Undertaker costing John Cena his spot.
No.
Some way, some shape, some form on Sunday.
No, I see no reason for Taker to do that. That's not befitting his character. The only reason he interfered in Lesnar's shit recently is because he had a vendetta against him. He has no vendetta against Cena. I think what they're trying to do is they're trying to play off the whole thing of Cena doesn't have a road to WrestleMania, so fuck it, I'm going to challenge The Undertaker. I think that's where they're going to go with that.
Yeah, Cena made his comment saying how WrestleMania can, bring a dead man out of retirement, something along those lines. But Cena also made the comment saying, that Roman only beat a 50-year-old.
Dude, and
broken man.
And Cena's going to come out and he's going to lose the Elimination Chamber. And he's going to come out on Monday night with like a sourpuss face. And he's going to be like, I failed you. I know some of you hate me, some of you like me, whatever. I failed my fans. I failed myself. And I guess that, the bottom line is this year at WrestleMania, there won't be any John Cena. And that's what's going to happen. And then dong, the Undertaker is going to come out. That's what would happen.
You cocksucker fuckface!
Come on,
but man. How many times are people going to be distracted by the gong going off? I would see that happening versus Taker actually showing up. But like even Matt just said in the chat, he's dyed his hair again. He's in the gym. I think he'll end up having a match at Mania, and if it's going to be his last, sure, let it be against Cena.
Yeah.
It just kind of seems like that's what they're building towards. I'm tired of fighting it. I think it's just that's what's going to happen. I don't want to see this match. I don't want to see Taker come back. Last year was a decent enough goodbye. You know, him leaving everything in the ring, it worked. I don't know. I don't understand why they would try and you know, rectify any of that. But
somebody said Demolition. Well, the WWE hates Demolition for the most part. That's why I think Demolition was in a lawsuit thing with them.
Yep.
So
they're in that clash action lawsuit with like Raven and a bunch of others. So that's why that New Day break the record.
That's why New Day broke the record and beat Demolition's tag team. So that just shows you right there. Anybody who's like, oh, you know, maybe Demolition will be in the Hall of Fame. Nope, because
anytime soon.
But
anytime they have bad blood with somebody, you know, that has a record, they try to abolish it as quickly as possible. AJ Lee, look at that, longest reigning, you know, Divas champion at that point.
Yep.
Give it to Nikki Bella, you know, things like that. So
Chris Benoit record, boop. Yeah, exactly.
Let's top that out.
They'll have the New Day induct them too if they ever do get on good graces again in like 5 years or something. They'll be like the New Day, the team that broke the record, and they'll say it like right in front of them and everything. And then drag their asses up there. Those guys are good guys too. They're from right around here, but I'm surprised they're in that lawsuit.
I'm surprised too.
Raven.
Lipless Navajo made a great point. How many times will be the last ride for the Undertaker? You know.
By the way, Raven's a fucking piece of shit. Fuck you, Raven. If you're listening, Johnny Polo, you faggot. Sorry. No, I met him in person. He was a fucking.
Yeah, I remember the story. He sounded so freaking bizarre.
Yeah, it was weird. It was really weird. He like literally was basically. He might as well told me to go fuck myself. You know?
Essentially, he did in just a few less words.
Yeah. And you know when it's awkward when you like sort of try to say something because it's so weird that you try to like throw out something like or whatever the fuck, and he's just such a shit. So like I said, and I didn't really have many signatures that day. I think I had 4 or 5, and there was like 15 guys. And he was one of the guys, you know, and he was one of the more expensive guys too, which was like weird. But I was like, I never got to meet Raven, you know. And I said, after he was fucking a dick and bizarre for a few minutes, I said to him, I said, you know, I said, yeah, man, you know, I really enjoyed all your work, you know, when I was a kid, and then, you know, in my teenage years, you got real hardcore, and I appreciate everything you did, man, to entertain the shit out of everybody, because it was great. And he goes, and he looks at me like this. He looks at me and he goes, so, and then he talks to the guy next to him.
Just a total
just looks at
no-sell.
me. Yeah, like there's a guy near him, and he looks at me and just goes, but, Larry, these bags, I don't fucking have enough of them. You know, it's just like he completely just fucking was like, what the fuck?
Weird.
What the hell was that? You know, everybody else was great. You know, everybody I met was great. Except fucking Raven was just fucking something. I mean, maybe he was on drugs and he thought he said something. Like he was like that happens to me sometimes. I look at somebody and I think something, like I think what I'm saying to them, and then I didn't say it, and then I do something else and I go, oh, I forgot to say that. So maybe, or he just looked at me and was like, I think I seen your show and I hate you. I don't know. I mean, maybe that's what it was. I don't know. It was fucking fuckhead though.
He could have just been a little bit more receptive and just been like, oh, thanks.
Could have been like, yeah.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, man, it was good, man. Glad you watched and shit. Here's a signature, fucking dickhead. That would have
fuck off, little boy, you know?
That would have been fine, you know?
That would have been better than what you got.
Well, meanwhile, I was working the show, too, so it wasn't like I was in line like all the other people. You know, I was, like, walking around helping people with stuff, like, talking about setting up the commentary booth, doing all these things. And then I just kind of I snuck over next to him after... he didn't have a line. He had nobody in line for him. There was nobody waiting to see him, you know? And I thought, well, I'll do my Raven thing now because nobody's walking up to him. So I'll walk up to him.
And you had paid for it, like you said, too. It wasn't like it was a...
Yeah. It was a real deal. And I thought maybe more people would come to his table, too. Like, people are always afraid, you know, whatever the fuck.
Yeah, but it wasn't like you walked up that day and being like, oh, I'm part of the staff. Well, can I get some extra signatures? You know?
Yeah.
Party.
Tommy wants to call and share his opinion on Taker.
Oh, okay, I just hung up on him because he just popped in here on his own, which is the problem too with the way we called this time, because now I can't hang up on people. It's weird. ABC123.
That's my bad.
Up in Canada. Yeah, I don't know why it won't let me fucking hang up on people or like keep them out of the room. But Tommy, go ahead, call back up again. Force yourself back in the room like you just did, and give your opinion on Undertaker. Go ahead, Tommy. Call back up. I'll put you on. I just wanted to hang up on you because you deserved it.
Yeah, you don't just walk in.
Actually, yeah, if he had said "fuck off," that would have been awesome.
That would have been better. That would have been more in character.
Imagine if I was like, Johnny, man, I loved you as Johnny Polo, and then Raven, like everything you did was awesome, man. I'm so pumped up that you're here. It's good to meet you. I really appreciate everything you did. And then he just like, fuck off.
So now it's being rumored. I'm still hung up on this. More than the Undertaker thing is that they're less thinking about using Kurt Angle and now more thinking about using Braun Strowman to tag with Rousey versus Triple H and McMahon.
I heard Rollins.
I heard Rollins too. And now the past 2 days it's been Braun, and
it could be. It could be any one of them, Roman, Braun, or Seth. It could be any.
Because what I've heard after Seth's great match. The reception in the back was originally they were going to have Seth get into that role with the mixed tag, but now they might make it a triple threat for Mania. So it'll be, Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar versus Seth Rollins.
I'm going to shoot myself, Billy. Hey, Tommy, what's your thing about Undertaker?
My thing is, I think that really, why have we not inducted into the Hall of Fame? Like, he's already been retired. He already hung his jacket up. Why does he need to have one more match? Like, we already have seen him in his last match. Like, and the other thing, Joe, I want to say is about that, your whole thing with this guy, this wrestler, is a lot of these wrestlers are really disrespectful to their fans. These are the people that line their pockets with money. And they buy the tickets, they buy their merchandise. You think that they give them 5 seconds, and you played exclusive. You paid exclusive to meet this guy, and this guy is going to act this way to you. I think it's disrespectful how celebrities and professional wrestlers act that way to their fans. Somebody like you, maybe he doesn't know who you are, but the fact is that he did that was disrespectful. I've had that happen to me on many occasions. I have gone up to professional wrestlers, and they're like, who the fuck are you? Like, why are you talking to me?
That's because you're showing up to their house, right, Tommy?
No.
They're about to have Sunday dinner. You're knocking on the door being like, I got your action figure.
No, I wouldn't.
No?
I'm not that kind of person. And honestly, I had an incident where I went to a wrestling event. It's called TCW. It's down here in North Carolina. And I think they're called the tag team, the Legion of Pain, I think. And I know the owner. I said, hey, can I go in the back and talk to some wrestlers I know? And he said, yeah, Tommy, go in the back there. I walk there, and I walk in the back, and I see one of the main featured WWE wrestlers, WWF wrestlers. I look at him. He looks up at me. I don't really say any words to him, but he looks at me. He's like, who the fuck are you? And I kind of just pass right by him and talk to my friends. But in the Undertaker's stake, I think they should just really retire him, man. I think they should really put him out to pasture because he's worked so hard to where he is today. And I think that we just need to get rid of Taker, honestly.
ShiBUM.
Really wish I could ask questions on these shows, but I honestly don't watch wrestling as much anymore. Stopping to say you guys are awesome and have a safe night.
Oh, thanks, D
Keep
Moon.
kicking ass.
Thanks, D Moon, for the $5 and becoming a $5
ShiBUM.
D Moon, or we could do it like Ken's channel. D Moon.
The D Moon.
Yeah, D Moon was basically funding the video game stream the other night. So thank you, D Moon.
Absolutely. No, Tommy, I do agree with you. I think, it's only his last match when it's his last match, unfortunately. So realistically, the one with Roman seems to not be his last match because they're going to fucking do it again. And there is no need for it, though. I do agree with you there. How much more are we going to get out of him? People are saying that he's in better health now that he had the hip replacement that he needed for last year's WrestleMania. And that's why he could barely walk part of the time, and things were so slow with Roman. So maybe he is in less dire straits and better health, and maybe he can function better. We'll have to see.
Oops, hung up on Tommy. I could see Undertaker too. I could see Undertaker being like, you know what? I don't want that botched reversal and that weird ending to be the last thing I do. Although I just don't get it, man. It was so perfect. I mean, it wasn't perfect, but it was so good.
Yeah, the match wasn't great, but the ending was so triumphant in the character of Undertaker. Him shedding his clothes and the stripping of the guard and the thank you Taker chants. There wasn't a dry eye in the house or at home. So,
well, he said it in the 24 special. Like, the last thing I want is to have people say like, "Oh man, he was good back in the day."
Exactly, and that was one of the things that bothered him most. He didn't want to be, akin to a Ric Flair keeping it going. He wanted to hang up his hat when it was time.
Well,
he didn't want to go past his prime.
I'll be right back. Pee myself, grab a coffee, and I'll be right back. Jake, take over.
Grab a pee yourself?
And when I get back,
I'm going to grab my piss.
I'm going to grab my own piss like John Cena's Duke Nukem impersonation.
I was about to say,
what's
like
John
Duke
Cena?
Blow it out your ass.
Blow it out your ass, you little faggot. Like, imagine John Cena. What's he going to tell the kids when he becomes fucking Duke Nukem? I don't know what Cena's going to do.
It'd be hilarious.
At that point in time, he might not even be with the company, We'll see what happens, but... Yeah, Kevin in the chat made a great point. He said, "Did you hear about the rumor that Bobby Roode and Charlotte, are dating? They're acting very clingy all of a sudden. During the mixed match challenge, Charlotte yelled out, 'That's my man!'" I've heard this rumor going around. It especially popped up beforehand a little bit. I heard it before their mixed match debut because they went ahead and they were talking about, oh, look how they're acting. Their chemistry seems more natural. You know how they do like the pre-match vignettes showing their teams being announced and stuff? Their announcement video, they seem very receptive, and they've done a few things backstage since then. And the way they were acted together, it just kind of seemed that way during the mixed match challenge the night before. So
interesting. I mean,
there's no concrete evidence, but I mean, if they are, so be it.
Now, I mean, I don't know. They'd make a cute couple, I guess. Like, I share
guess.
robes.
I mean, someone said, "Isn't he married?" Not that I thought, but
I'm not trying to sound like insulting. I thought Rude swung for the other team.
There was a point in time that I said that myself, and it says his spouse is Tracy Rude. So I don't know. I thought that as well, but I've been hearing this, so maybe there's trouble in paradise. God knows,
Hey, you're on the road enough. I mean,
yeah, anything's possible. He was married in 1995. He's got 3 children, so it's not
okay, never mind then. Fuck my my thought process on that then.
Yeah, I mean, you never know. There could be trouble in paradise. It could just be that they get along really well and they're working well together. But people like to also overlook things and throw out speculation where smoke when there's no fire. So
right,
it could just be them being friendly and working well together. Because Ric Flair also gave him quite the compliment before the mixed match challenge, saying that he's impressed by him and enjoyed his work in NXT.
Well, he's very old school, so I could easily see Rick liking him very well. So
yeah, absolutely. But Seth says, "I can tell they've been dating for a while," and then you got other people in the chat being like, he's married. He's 15 years older too. So yeah, Death March, he is married, but
hey, that doesn't stop people.
Yeah, exactly. It shit happens. That's for sure.
Exactly.
Oh, and thank you, Tommy, for the compliment. Says we're doing a good job. So.
Oh, thank you, Tom. I don't know why I just don't like call him Tom, but whatever. Tom. One thing I think we talked about this before, and I can't remember. I could have sworn we did. The draft, and I know we kind of briefly touched upon this before. I've been hearing a lot of very weird names being thrown out for the draft.
Ooh, you tell. Dish it out.
I've heard. Now, granted, I always warn people. Rumor and innuendo, like they say on the Bruce Pritchard show. I've heard that Strowman might go to SmackDown.
I've heard that as well.
I've heard
which would be a huge blow to Raw, massive.
But the more I thought about it, I think that makes all the more sense in the world. He's faced everyone at this point.
Yeah,
if you really
unless
think
they have the entire roster switch from SmackDown to the Raw side,
which
then
they won't. But
he'd be better going over there.
Yeah, so I've heard.
Plus, I'm sure it would help the ratings on SmackDown. Give us a reason to watch.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I'm like, that's probably going to be the big reason right there. I heard Strowman to SmackDown. I've heard a lot of like bigger names that aren't really being utilized on Raw to go to SmackDown and kind of freshen them up. And that from what I heard, the pivotal focus is to quote unquote rebuild SmackDown a little bit. I've heard Balor to SmackDown. That's a big one
I could see. I wouldn't want to see them switch off the Balor Club yet, though. Maybe if they could all go together I would be more happy to see that, because we didn't really get anything with the Balor Club at this point. It'd be nice to see, what they could do with the Usos, maybe. But
I've heard Seth might also go to SmackDown too.
Yeah, I've heard that as well beforehand. Could happen. Could make sense. I mean, the reason they moved Dean over to Raw was to make the Shield reunion happen finally.
Right. But I mean, I've heard that SmackDown will be the pivotal focus to help rebuild like kind of the star power that SmackDown doesn't really have. I haven't heard
who do they have for top stars right now?
AJ
Styles. Nakamura is barely being used, and he's a star to us. Granted, yes, you and I know him. We've seen his work previously. But when talking to casual wrestling fans, they don't know him. They don't have really anything to go off of. The atypical 70% of the audience wrestling fan doesn't watch NXT, so they didn't see him, make any type of comeuppance from there. And what have they given us on the main roster with Nakamura so far?
Well, that's what not much really.
Nothing. I mean, him and Sami Zayn, him and Dolph Ziggler. It was very brief, and the Dolph Ziggler feud was garbage. That was hot ass. So the most he's done is beat John Cena, which is noteworthy, and that was a good match. But that was it. Right.
No, I agree. I'm just saying that I think that SmackDown being the pivotal focus is really going to be huge. And that's why, as much as people want to like roll their eyes at the draft and the brand split, which I completely understand, the draft has me quote unquote hopeful, because let's face it, the superstar shakeup I think was one of the worst things of last year.
Oh, absolutely. It ruined SmackDown. It drained them of any star power that they had. Mm-hmm. John Cena leaving drew away 400,000 viewers, and they could 350, I think, thousand altogether. But
yeah,
on the weeks that Cena wasn't on SmackDown, they lost 350,000 viewers. Yeah, Randy Orton, he's got some drawing power. Dolph doesn't really have any. Jinder certainly isn't putting asses in seats.
I've heard Orton and Corbin to Raw.
And who else is going to SmackDown then?
I've heard Balor and Strowman.
Braun,
Balor and Strowman Seth are the two big. Well, Seth is a little iffy, but Balor and Strowman are the two big names I've heard going from Raw to SmackDown, at least consecutively. Again, these are all rumors, so just take that with a grain of salt, folks. But
yeah, because Seth, I heard, was going to end up facing Reigns after WrestleMania. But then I've also heard that they might make it a triple threat now to reward and focus on, Mr. Monday Night Raw, as they're calling him. So
Monday Night Rollins, But I mean, that's
I don't know if I want to see that as a triple threat. I don't think you do either.
I'd rather him in the Rousey match.
Yeah, I think that would be a better fit as well. And then where would you see Braun for Mania?
Miz
for the IC title. See, I've heard that Miz is going to be facing Finn Balor.
Well, that's why I think they did the finish to the gauntlet the way they did.
Yes, I think that's exactly what they're building towards there. So
yeah, I've asked, actually somebody in the chat just mentioned this. I have heard they might split up the Hardys.
I've heard that as well, and then eventually they'll have Matt continue with the Woken gimmick. They'll have Jeff be the Hardy Boys gimmick, and then eventually they'll have them come back together to do the Brother Nero Broken gimmick.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. They want to utilize, like, they think Matt is fine carrying the gimmick on his own. So to send Jeff presumably
has some fuel in his tank for a singles run.
Yeah, presumably head him over to SmackDown and build him back up. Which, hey, that's fine. More star power. That's really the big thing that I think. I think that's a really big problem that they have with SmackDown, is that they just either they have the star power, they don't know what the fuck to do with them, or they just don't have the star power. So I think that that's the same thing with Raw with the mid card level. So if they can switch those up, they're good. I think they'll be okay.
Yeah, absolutely. You're 110% right there. Tommy had said that the best match ever for Undertaker to be going out for retirement would be him and Sting. I think that's so far removed at this point that it's not even worth mentioning. Sting can't go. He said he didn't feel up to, a full-on match like that, and I think they're both too old at this point to carry the full workload.
No, I think it's one of those like dream matches that we wish we could have seen. I mean,
back at like WrestleMania 31, even
before that.
Well, before that would have been great, but I'm saying 31 when he faced Bray Wyatt, that was, I think, the last possible time we could have seen that really work.
Yeah, well, wasn't there another time that like there was a rumor that Sting might be jumping ship and he was very close?
Yes, that, and he did the whole, what's my favorite number? It was around WrestleMania 31.
I knew it was some WrestleMania. I couldn't remember what it was, but I think
that's when it was. And then he ended up coming in for 32 when you were there.
No. Sting's first match was 31.
Oh, it was 31? Then maybe it was 30.
I think it was 29.
It was the year. It was like the year before.
Yeah, something like that. Where there was a chance. Yeah, but
so it was the year before that.
If they were, if they were gonna pull the trigger, that was the time to do it.
Yeah, because that's what it was. Around 29 or 30 is when Sting, was close to coming aboard, because that's the year on 31 we saw Undertaker face Bray, and that's when Sting took on Triple H, and we said, "Oh, this is fucked. We should have seen Sting and Undertaker."
Yep.
Yep, that's why I said 31. So I knew it. It's just hard to keep all the numbers straight.
Dude, you're telling me, I try to keep up with history of this shit. It is impossible sometimes.
Yeah, and Matt just said that's why then once they had Sting in, he lost to Triple H. They thought they were going to try and do it at 32, but they didn't know if Sting could wrestle at that point. So, yeah, I mean, and reading here, they said Seth Rollins might eliminate Braun Strowman on Sunday from the Chamber. This is it's a very wild and different prediction than I had, especially, but they said that going off of what happened on Raw, that this might be an angle they're heavily considering currently. I've heard this talked about, Meltzer passed this around initially, and now I see it on a few different websites. They're saying that if Rollins if he racks up a few eliminations, he would benefit more than anybody in the Chamber from a record, number of eliminations, and then getting a rare victory pinfall over the Monster Among Men. And even if he loses to Reigns, it would still give him enough clout and star power to put himself into the triple threat for Mania.
But the thing with that, though, is I don't know, like that seems a little bit much. Like for me, Strowman.
If The Undertaker has a match at WrestleMania, I will make a sign with stapled pair of whitey tighties stapled on with the word taker under it. The Underwear Taker. Can't wait to see Takeover and WM34 live.
The Underwear Taker. Kalel Bama, thanks for the $5 and becoming a $5 shit bum. Sorry I left you hanging for a while. And yeah, dude, last year's Takeover was awesome. I had to leave in the main event and sit in the car and watch it, but it was awesome being in person last year. Connor, sorry, what were you saying? Thank you, Kalel Bama.
No, I was just going to say that Strowman got screwed out of WrestleMania last year. He was in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, so I kind of want to have a higher profile match this year. That's all I was going to say.
Well, plus everything he did.
If he gets eliminated from the Chamber, where does he go?
Everything he did, too, this year. You know what I mean? To carry the Raw brand and everything he did on Raw. It's like they're going to give him something. Jesse Fernandez, thank you for the sub. Thanks, guys, for subbing to the show.
Him versus like a Goldberg name or something, or Batista. Too bad they didn't have somebody returning that, could be really hot and make Braun, decimate them and get more of a rub from it. But
that's why I'm not as much as I'm not a fan of him and Miz. I'd rather that than nothing else. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I really think they're going to give Miz to Balor. Especially with the way they set it up. And then what about Elias, too? Elias doesn't have anything going forward.
I think he should win the Battle Royal.
I'm with you there. I've heard so many times that Goldberg's going to take that, though.
I hope to God not. It doesn't make sense to me.
That's so weird.
It doesn't make sense to me either, but they want to go ahead and they want to advertise the HBO documentary for Andre the Giant.
Which I heard, and the more I thought about that, it just the more it doesn't make sense, because it's not like Goldberg was associated with Andre in any way. You know what I mean? Like if you had a legend come into the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal and win it, and he was someone who knew Andre or was associated with Andre, then it would make at least some sort of relevant sense. I came back and won this for my friend Andre. You know what I mean? Like that makes sense to me. Having Goldberg, who really didn't have any sort of connection or to Andre, doesn't really make any fucking sense. I get it from a publicity standpoint, but just everything else, just
nothing about that thing has made much sense. I mean, let's face that. I mean,
what is what has it done for anybody that's won it? Cesaro, nothing. Big Show, nothing. Who else won? Baron Corbin, what did it do for him? Jack shit. Who else won? Mojo Rawley. Ooh.
Yep.
JD from New York 205. Kind of off topic, but I've been curious to ask you guys, what's the best year of WWE since 2010.
Ooh.
For me, I think it was probably the Daniel Bryan year.
I was 14.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah, that's when he won.
But you'd have to say like 2013 into 14. Like you have to do like a start to finish.
It's about right. 29 to 30. WrestleMania 29 to WrestleMania 30.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd take that.
Yeah, I would go with that. 29 wasn't bad. That had the John Cena and The Rock 2. And Undertaker taking on CM Punk. I like that match.
That match was amazing.
I really like that match. The psychology and everything with Punk building into that when he ever took out the ashes and everything with the urn and Paul Bear being, Paul Heyman dressing up as Paul Bear.
Right now, it's SmackDown giving me AIDS, though.
I'm not afraid to say Raw gave me AIDS. Fuck.
What's up?
SmackDown.
Trey's up in this motherfucker.
Send Rollins to SmackDown to fight AJ for the WWE title and win the belt he never lost.
Wow. Yeah, so now you're down on Nakamura. Trey, thanks for the $7, Trey.
You missed it, Joe. We were talking about, I heard some names about being switched up for the draft that's coming up soon, supposedly. And I heard that the big names that I heard were Strowman, Balor, and Rollins to SmackDown, Corbin and Orton to Raw.
Yeah. Oh man, they're the boring bunch to Raw. The boring boy.
$5 coming from Vatican. Hey, I want to let you know that you're. What did he say? That I'm gay? He called me gay. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming.
Hi, Joe.
Hey.
I meet Raven as well. He was not nice to me. I was wearing a Tommy Dreamer shirt, though. Have you met Tommy Dreamer? He is one of the nicest guys.
Yeah.
I think Joe Cronin should be a color commentator for House of Hardcore.
Walmart associate, thank you for the $12. Yeah, I had a long conversation with Tommy Dreamer when I was doing commentary for Top Rope. Tommy Dreamer was at our show at Summer Showdown, and yeah, all me and Tommy Dreamer talked about was our kids and being away from kids and stuff like that, and how much, how it kind of sucks and everything, because he was kind of upset about that. He was like, "Oh, I love this. I love to be here today. This is a great show today." But he was like, "Yeah, I just really want to see my kids, though. It's been about 17 days or whatever." And I was like, "Wow." I was like, "That's fucked." Even on the independent circuit with all he's doing, hasn't seen his kids that long.
Damn.
So, but yeah, no, I'd love to do anything with House of Hardcore. That'd be nuts. So I would love to do that. I don't know. Tweet him maybe. I don't know. I've done other things for other companies as far as announcing, obviously. So I'll go anywhere at this point. I'm a free agent. I'm not a free agent, but when you're only doing announcing for one company, you can fit another one in. I can fit one more maybe in. And I'd go out there, yeah.
Well, are they doing a tour of Australia right now?
House of Hardcore?
Yeah, I think they're doing a tour of Australia at the moment, or they're going to be.
That's fucking awesome. Well, they can't do Louisiana because they can't do blood. How mad do you think? Because they were probably going to be down there, right?
I think so. I would imagine so. I think everyone and their mother's going to be up there. So
that's so messed up, dude. I still don't. I get the pile drivers, but I still don't get how they can ban anything with wrestling. It's so weird.
I pulled it up here from Fightful.com from earlier today. Jack Pollock reported Wednesday that Louisiana Boxing and Wrestling Commission confirmed that both blood and pile drivers are now outlawed in professional wrestling contests. The news came from blah, 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 Russell McQueen, who oversees wrestling in the state. And Pollock said, I spoke with a member of Louisiana Boxing and Wrestling, and they confirmed blood and pile drivers are here out prohibited on professional wrestling shows. Regarding WrestleMania week shows in and around New Orleans, we'll have info in news update.
Bullshit.
Wrestlers in the state are required to have a license and updated blood work as well. The pile driver issue was said to be one of safety due to an injury that happened years prior. And Pollock has additional details at this link. WWE often doesn't have to deal with issues like these from regulatory bodies, but did stay off television in Kentucky for several years due to the insistence that matches be stopped in the event blood was drawn.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a real thing.
It's so bizarre. I mean, I get that pile driver's been banned in WWE for a long time, except for, Undertaker can do the tombstone.
Yeah, but I wonder, that's what I was going to say. I wonder how far it goes, if the tombstone pile driver, if that counts, or...
But that's a more protected version, though. I don't know if they're talking just sit down.
It says right here, blood and pile drivers are prohibited on professional wrestling events within the state. The reason for the banning of pile drivers is because of an injury to a performer several years ago. In cases such as this, I defer to the Lance Storm rule of not banning dangerous moves, but banning dangerous performers executing maneuvers that can be done safely.
Does this mean WWE couldn't have blood?
All promoters running shows do require some type of license to promote. However, Louisiana allows existing promoters with licenses in the state to loan their license to others. So basically, if I was a local promoter in Lafayette, I could lend my license to Ring of Honor for that weekend. And all performers are must prove that they're HIV negative, Hep B and C negative. The blood work cannot be more than 6 months old, and they're required to present the proper paperwork on the day of the show. All talent has to have the requisite blood work completed before they wrestle. A license for each wrestler is $25. Talent will be subjected to a ringside physical at the venue by an EMT from the Louisiana Commission.
Damn, they ain't fucking around.
No.
What are they going to do with blood? What if somebody bleeds at WrestleMania? They're in trouble?
They can't cut themselves, I guess. It would like if they were cut open via razor blades or anything like that, I think is what they're trying to ban, like intentional bleeding.
So Louisiana has banned pile drivers, but not guns.
Yep, pretty much.
Okay. Louisiana has banned pile drivers, but not guns. I just want to make sure we get that straight.
Fucking ridiculous.
Okay. I mean,
I don't even understand.
Not that I want to ban guns. It's just funny to think about. Everybody's trying to ban guns now. But well, we're not going to do that. But we did ban the pile driver, guys. So take it. It's all good. How about don't ban wrestling moves? I mean, I get pile drivers are. It's up to the promotion. It should be up to the promotion if they want to ban. If they want to not use a certain move, and people sign fucking. What the fuck, dude? And you can't bleed? You can't blade yourself in the head a little bit to bleed? What?
They
Why?
don't do that often in WWE anyways.
But
I
still,
think
it's
this is
just
more for...
That is so fucking retarded, though. Like, I'm just can't get past this for some reason.
I know. It's really asinine. Thank you to Chad for sending me that at Sonic CCRP.
Dude.
It's more of a culture thing, too.
What's the culture there? Eat gumbo and don't do dangerous things, except for
I mean, like, you and I grew up on that. You and I grew up on that kind of stuff, whereas like this whole generation is now like, oh, no blood, no nothing.
Right,
so I think it's different for us. For like we grew up in the attitude where like we saw it almost constantly, and now we're seeing it banned for I don't even know the reason, to be honest.
Yeah, if you go back and you watch old episodes of Raw, everyone was bleeding like they had their friggin' period, you know?
All right, let's go look. I want to find something out right now. I'm going to go look up the 10 most dangerous cities in America. Okay? Let's go look it up.
Oh, boy. We got Joe on a rant.
We got Detroit #1, St. Louis #2, Oakland #3. Is this the most dangerous? Memphis. Okay, we're getting close. Memphis, Tennessee. Birmingham, Alabama. Atlanta. And don't go down that corner. Baltimore. Let's see. We got a couple more before we get to it. Stockton? What's Stockton? The fuck? I don't even know where that is. Cleveland, yeah. Cleveland. Buffalo. Buffalo, New York? Really? Huh.
Like Matt said, what about Lesnar blading in New Orleans anyways because he doesn't give a shit?
Yeah, I mean, like,
tell him no.
Are they gonna send the WWE like a fine or something? Like, what happens if you do this? Do you like lose your license?
It doesn't say. That's what I was trying to find out. It doesn't say one way or the other. Very odd, though. I know there's a fine involved, but I don't know if there's a steeper punishment.
Someone did send me a GIF about a while back where it's Triple H and Undertaker from WrestleMania 27, and Triple H hits Undertaker with a steel chair in the head, and it just hits the word, like as soon as the chair hits his head, it just says in big words, "Fine."
Yeah. But they did it anyways. They didn't give a shit. They just went all out.
Oh, someone said Stockton, California. Oh, okay, I thought they said John Stockton. Someone said, yeah, John Stockton. He got them hairy arms. Remember John Stockton's arms? Man, he looked like he fucking engulfed a bear or like raped a bear or something. John Stockton had fucking just these creepy, like almost like teacher pedo hands.
You figure like Compton would be more dangerous or something like that. I've never heard of Stockton being a dangerous city.
No idea. Yeah, I guess not. I don't know. I know that, Oakland, yeah, sure. Oakland's rowdy. Oakland's like Philly '2. But worse.
Yeah,
in Philly, they just get wild in Philly. Like in Oakland, they'll throw you in a ditch, Well, yeah. Guess what,
Is there really only 5 matches on Sunday, Connor?
Yep. Yeah.
I thought there was one more added, but I guess not.
No, it's
those chamber matches are like 50 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. But
it's Wyatt and Hardy, the Chambers.
Yep. Asuka and Nia in the Bar versus Titus Worldwide.
Is that even official now?
Yeah, that's official.
Okay, I figured it was, but yeah, that's it. Because there's no Cruiserweight Championship. They haven't crowned it yet.
WrestleMania.
And then Miz is in the Chamber.
Yeah, that's true. So, wow.
Dirk Diggler thanks. Thank you, Dirk Diggler. He said no Chicago, but Chicago gets misrepresented a lot. They are dangerous. It is a dangerous place with stuff. But St. Louis is by far, from what I understand, a worse place. That's what the numbers say.
I can believe it. Does it also go by, friggin' population too, or is it just crime rates?
Yeah, Jake, did you say Compton was a city? Because it's not a city. It's like a It's like
does it go off of like crime rate, pile drivers given? What do they do?
Yeah, blood lost or what?
Yeah, they're gonna be. How are they gonna know? Like I don't. It'd be great if somebody just got fucking busted the fuck open. Just goddamn Roman Reigns or somebody, just blood everywhere, and it's like dripping out everywhere and all over the place. And we're sitting there on WrestleMania night, and we're just like, ha 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 ha, Oh, that'd be so fucking great if somebody just got fucking, I'm talking period blood just flowing all over the ring.
That'd be hilarious.
Oh my god!
I thought Compton was a city in southern LA.
It might. I don't know. I thought it was like a suburb of a city or whatever.
Now I gotta look it up. Compton, California.
It's kind of like
California.
Compton is a city in southern Los Angeles, California, United States, situated south of downtown LA. Compton is one of the oldest cities in the country.
You know what it's
and
like?
On May 11th, 1888, it was the 8th city to incorporate. Blah 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 blah.
It's like where I grew up here in Mass. I mean, we're a city. You know what I mean? We're a city here. So, but we're not in Boston. We're right outside of Boston, and we're a city.
Yeah.
So,
see, but I'm not crazy.
You're not crazy.
England is my city.
Fuck that guy who said you were wrong. How dare he? Fuck him in the face.
People said it.
Rape him, Jake.
Liquid motions. Who else said it?
Yeah.
Calling you out.
I'm gonna pour his cum on your face and then
ACDUB rims. You.
Now we got Aaron calling in because Aaron's upset that I said something about St. Louis. So. Oh no, he's from Atlanta. What's up, Aaron? Oh, we're losing him. I took his call, but we're losing him. 711 Wiener Eater. I'm sorry the donation didn't come through because the dollar donations aren't working right now for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know why. I'm sorry, guy. I want to eat you. I'm sorry. Oh, Aaron. Okay, there we go. I got Aaron's 2 cents on here. Mr. 2 cents. What's up?
Oh, here we go.
Wait. So now you can't do a pile driver in New Orleans and you can't bleed, but the New Orleans Saints can have a bounty on other players.
Right.
That's okay.
Yeah, you can have a bounty. You can kill people, sort of.
And I had a rant about Raw, but I didn't know if you guys touched on it. Why was Asuka...
You can sell microwave gumbo. No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Why was Asuka talking for like 5 minutes? She can't really speak, and then to have her scripted made it worse.
I said this the other night. I go, what the fuck were they doing? They should have just had her come out there and be like, Asuka will kill you, that type of thing, and then just have her say, like, nobody ready for Asuka, and then fucking, bam, she gets run over by Nia Jax. Because they don't do it with...
They've even been backstage, the same old thing like it was in NXT. She didn't have to say much, so to have her talk and be scripted, her English sucks. So it's like, there was no reason to have her talk. It's like, and then she can't, and then to be scripted and botch it made it worse.
They made it look stupid. They made it look stupid. It was, they're fucking retarded for doing that. They are full fucking retard. They've been handling her better than Shinsuke. You know what I mean? But it's the same thing with both of them. You know, she has the nobody is ready for Asuka. So she should have come out there and just said whatever generic thing like, I am going to break her arm in Asuka lock, and then just have her be like, and then just be like, oh man, Asuka's crazy.
The same classics you gave us in NXT. Don't.
Yep.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
And then just fucking have her say, and then have her close with, because nobody is ready for, and then Nia Jax nails her from behind and attacks her. That'd been great.
That would have been classic, easy booking. I don't know how you messed that up, but it is what it is. I just had to call and get that in because that is pretty shitty. Don't worry, we'll whoop New Orleans' ass twice next year.
All right, man.
So we'll just handle them twice next year.
You'll be back, man. You'll be back.
Yeah, I just had to get that hypocritical part out for them because that kind of pissed me off too. So I just want to let y'all know. Thanks for having me and good night.
Thanks, Aaron.
Party.
Mr. 2 cents.
205 Live is now worth watching.
Thanks ADTR 210, big time.
ADTR.
I'm sorry. Yeah, it is worth watching. So much so that I'm gonna be putting up a review of it on my Patreon. So we're gonna start reviewing it again.
Ditto.
Yeah, I think Connor's doing it. It's good. It's worth it again. It's good. It's good to hear.
Yeah, I mean, who'd we have the other day? We had
Buddy Murphy.
Yeah, Buddy Murphy and Daivari. That was a good match.
Buddy's the one. Is Buddy the one?
There was another match too. It was.
Is Buddy the one that's with Alexa?
Yes.
Okay.
It was Jack Gallagher and Mustafa Ali too. Did we see them take on one another?
Yep.
And who moved on? Gallagher, right?
Yes, Gallagher moved on.
All right, so now Jack Gallagher will take on Buddy Murphy. We got Drew Gulak taking on Mark Andrews. And then Cedric Alexander will take on TJP. And Roderick motherfucking Strong will take on Kalisto.
Mark Andrews is officially part of the 205 Live roster now. Like, I know there was some speculation. He's officially locked into that division. I'm like, fucking yes.
Yeah, dude. Dude, if they really do bring... And they will bring Gargano up at some point, you'd think, right?
Oh, absolutely.
I don't know how much you want to read into this. They do like the 205 Live account does follow him on Twitter.
Yeah, it feels like they could take that over there if it gets really good too. And it's almost like NXT North or whatever you want to call it. You know what I mean? With Triple H being
NXT Light.
Yeah,
NXT Light. Yeah,
I'm okay with that. And I'm telling you right now, that match, not this week but last week between Drew Gulak and Tony Nese,
it surprised the fuck out of me.
Yeah, but you know what?
Oh my God, what a match! I love the way that they repackaged Gulak. Now he looks like a total legit badass. No more of this stupid PowerPoint presentation. Phony.
I kind of like that though.
I did like it, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
I still can't watch 205 Live without Enzo.
Thank you, Broken Lion. Well, he's in a jail.
I miss Enzo, but I think that he was taking the ship down quickly because they were too focused on, you know, the Enzo Brigade, whatever the hell his group's name was. I forget already.
The Zo Train.
The Zo Train, thank you. And the problem there was, you know, Drew Gulak was being held back by that. I did like the PowerPoint thing that they had with him, like that angle of being so stuck up, but it just wasn't translating well with the audience. I think if he shows that he's a badass and now, oh shit, we have to pay attention to him because he is so domineering and dominating in the ring, that would work better.
But isn't it weird that I feel like like NXT puts on amazing pay-per-views or whatever, specials, but 205 Live right now is like, now it's the better week-to-week show. Why is that? Like, that's kind of weird, right? Like,
yeah, go figure.
I think 205...
like I told you, I went to the 205 Live house show, and it was fucking awesome.
But yeah, but I'm sure it is. But it's just, dude, I mean, like, isn't 205 Live? Why doesn't NXT put together a weekly show that like 205 Live does now? Because now it's like, while NXT's specials, takeovers are the best thing going in WWE, but 205 Live's weekly show is mostly better.
Yep. Well, give it time. I'm sure it'll catch up, I hope.
Why don't they just, I mean, you know, it's almost like they need to start doing something different. I mean, with NXT, I feel like, because I've lost a lot of interest in watching that show week to week. I watched tonight because of the Gargano stipulation, but I don't watch it much, or I catch up on it, like I binge it like later.
Yeah, I kind of like catch up a few weeks at a time, I seem lately. And plus, it also doesn't help that it's taped. So
Right.
a lot gets spoiled, so I don't really feel compelled to watch it. I used to not watch SmackDown when it was taped either, so.
NXT has that same formula we were talking about with SmackDown, though, in terms of like focusing on one thing and then letting everything else kind of subside. That's pretty much the way NXT is built, where there's like realistically, there's only like one or maybe two good matches that come out of a weekly NXT show, and then everything else is kind of like meh. Because they're you have to understand too, they're also playing around with a lot of
Super chat.
new talent. They don't know what to do with them yet.
Yeah, it's still a training ground.
I only have 2 wishes in this life.
Oh my
JD's Cats Frisky's cat food gets laced with PCPN. They chew his face off and that Braun finally gets to hold some type of title.
Oh my God, Gorilla Strong! Thank you for the $10, Gorilla Strong. That's so
Coming out strong, Gorilla. That was fucking.
I'll put the actual super chat up. That was so bizarre. There it is.
I like chicken. I like liver.
Tommy NC.
Eat your face off.
Take us to the Matrix, Tommy.
Bueno, you didn't fucking get on them T's, man. Fuck you fucking cocksucker. You can't make a win. You cocksucker, fuckface.
Thank you, Tommy. So
glorious.
So much hate for that man.
Ooh. You mind if I try one of these?
Lovely jobblies.
Delicious, madam.
He says all that to one woman in the span of 3 minutes. Ooh, you mind if I try one of these?
Can't imagine why he's single.
Then he says to her, lovely jubblies, and then he says something about something madam. Like, listen to how creepy this. He said this all to this young lady within a span of 3 minutes.
Ooh. You mind if I try one of these?
Lovely jobblies.
Delicious, madam.
Your samples are delicious, madam. And he says it weird like that, too. He goes, your samples are delicious, madam.
Tommy walks up to a lovely female and says, wow, I just want to let you know that you smell fantastic. She says, thank you, that's my new perfume. He said, no, I'm talking about your ass.
I want you to eat through the center of my diaper so one of my poopers falls out in your mouth.
Oh, my God.
That's pretty crazy. Oh, wow.
I just want you to eat one of my nuggets.
I love your show. WWE has become so stupid. I believe if they did more storytelling then bringing out the inner bots, then we might get more entertaining television.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they need to
fucking right.
They just really need to get rid of the robotic style that they have, the cookie cutter style. Tony, thank you for the $22. Tony with the $22 pooper donation. Thank you for the pooper donation. It's clear what they need to do, man. They need to be ballsy again, and they need to tell compelling stories. It's like, look what happened on Monday Night Raw. They were able to tell a good wrestling story through the wrestling. That was amazing. Wrestling was, 8 out of 10 that night, or 9 out of 10, 8 out of 10, whatever you want to say. But again, story-wise, there was none of that. I watched the other day, I was watching that Undertaker storyline, and it was just like, wow, this fucking show is amazing. But that's all they had was that one Undertaker story, and every other match felt like it was in the way of that. But
yeah.
So if you could somehow get both of those equally, so that you're like, wow, I'm looking forward to this match so much, and then all of a sudden, wow, what the hell's going to happen backstage? Somebody got knocked out and is bleeding, and now this is happening. All these things. Of course, they can't bleed in Louisiana, but, whatever other state where they allow it. Now, that's my question. It's television, right? So you're doing TV. Are they allowed to let somebody bleed backstage? If it was TV 14 and they were shooting something like... I'm sorry,
What if it's on the state border?
I keep going back to this Louisiana thing. Like, what if WWE is trying to shoot their programming now that can they not bleed in the back, but they can bleed in the ring? Or they can't bleed in the ring, but they can bleed in the back when they're recording a segment? Or they can't bleed at all because they're identified as a pro wrestling company?
It's very confusing.
Like, what the fuck?
I smell loopholes.
Yo, let's all tweet Louisiana tonight and try to figure this fucking thing out, because I'm fucking confused. I'm going to tweet him. I'm going to find out how to tweet Louisiana, and I'm going to figure it out.
Super Chat Party.
Oh wait, one more wish. For Becky Lynch to sit on my face after eating a big OL serving of corned beef and cabbage.
Oh, yeah.
Corned beef and cabbage.
We be approaching St. Patty's Day. It's only appropriate.
Gorilla Strong, put your dong inside of me. What do you think about my balls in your mouth?
Want to play with me, Lucky Charms?
Want to play with me, lucky arm? Gorilla
He's gonna
Strong.
give her the
Thanks.
4-leaf clover from behind.
Yes.
Oh my God!
I'm gonna give you the 1-leaf clover. The 1-leaf clover that goes inside you, that busts open your mother's busted ravioli. Oh my God!
Talbot said since New Orleans is saying no blood, Vince should tell them no fried chicken.
Oh my God! Okay, look here. We're gonna hit up Louisiana
No
travel.
gumbo.
We're gonna hit up Louisiana travel. Okay, here it is. Louisiana travel.
They're not even gonna know what the fuck is coming at
This
them.
is gonna be amazing.
They don't
Ready?
even
Watch
know.
this. I am not going to your state until you unban blood in pro wrestling and allow the pile driver. This is BS. And Jerry, the King Lawler, hates you forever for this. Hashtag suck my jambalaya. How do you spell jambalaya? Did I spell that right? Jambalaya. I have no fucking...
I'm so mad I can't
let
even
me
spell it right.
I got it. Hashtag jambalaya. Okay, I just tweeted that. Let's
jambalaya.
Jambalaya.
Jambalaya. But it's
Jambalaya. You know, my mother's ex-boyfriend, when she forced me to go to New Orleans, when he forced me down there with her for a family vacation that was a nightmare from hell, he was like, well, they don't say it like New Orleans. They say Nolans. And he just kept saying Nolans. And I just wanted to punch him in his fucking face. I wanted to just smash his face in. So here you go, guys. Everybody go retweet this. Let's see if we can get 300 tweets sent to New Orleans, Louisiana travel. I am not going to your state until you unban blood in pro wrestling and allow the pile driver. This is bullshit, and Jerry the King Lawler hates you forever for this. Suck my jambalaya. That is
beautiful. So poetic.
I'm pinning that tweet.
And it's grammatically perfect.
I think it is.
In terms of Croninese.
Yeah, we're only going to Mania next year anyway because it's in freaking New York, New Jersey.
I get arrested next year at Mania for like internet threats or something.
Oh my God,
sir! We need. This is from the state of New Orleans. It's cease and desist.
Yeah, I'll get another one. Stop telling us that we ban things here. But they did.
Why do we think? Why do these keep coming to me?
Yeah.
No, just put it with the others, honey. Just put it with the others.
I always retweet my own. If I think it's
I
important.
always retweet it.
I retweet myself a lot because I want to so I have a category.
Yeah, it pops it back up on the list.
Well, if I retweet it, then I know where it is, and then if I need to remember it for later, I like it. I like my own tweet. That way I can find it in my like box later. Otherwise, it gets lost and everything. Yeah, it's weird. It's cool.
It's a good format.
Plus, I got.
They did increase the searching ability where you could just put in a few words and you can find the tweet, but it's not great. So
yeah, I've got an app where if I like the tweet, it narrows it down way quicker.
Yeah, see, that helps.
Fuck yeah, Joe's a poet. God damn it, right? Yeah, I'm a poet, and your brother fucking blow it. All right, I'm sorry. What else? One last story before we start. I'm going to start a PUBG stream. I don't know if you're playing, but I'm in.
Yeah, I'm down.
We always get it done.
Sorry. Okay. What? Yeah. Anything else you guys want to add before we get out of here? I got one little thing, maybe, but.
Yeah, just that people are really thinking Asuka's going to call out Charlotte Flair Sunday. I hope that's the way it goes. I'd rather see her.
Watching that fucking stipulation. Have you noticed that?
Oh, big time! I bitched about that on the Raw because they were just so back and forth with it, and they're like, "Oh, she gets to." Oh well, Nia Jax gets added to the match. Well, which match? They fumbled themselves all over it.
It's that. It's like, okay, if Nia wins, she gets added to whatever championship Asuka challenges for, and then Renee is like, "Hey, so how do you feel about you getting added to the Raw Women's Championship match?" It's like, what? Fucking stop!
It's really frustrating.
Well, so far we're up to 17 retweets and 17 likes for
that was quick.
Jambalaya. We're doing really well here. I wonder if Jerry Lawler's going to comment because this is going to get so many retweets. He's going to be like, What the hell?
Like, what the fuck is going on?
Why am I in this?
He'll just look at it. That's not how you spell jambalaya.
Oh man, no, he's just gonna look at it and be like, "I hate Louisiana."
Does not approve. Oh yes, I do. It'd be great if you retweeted it.
Oh my god,
hilarious.
That's funny. Edmonton, Alberta, Canada banned wrestling for a year. Is that true? Somebody just tweeted Maple, a blissful mun, said wrestling's banned in my city for a year.
Why? Edmonton?
That's weird.
I also told him, sorry we kicked your ass last night. Because the Bruins came back and whooped Edmonton's ass. I'm just kidding. They didn't whoop them, but we came back and won. That's crazy. Edmonton, like, that's fucking... What?
Like one of the
yeah,
Meccas.
right here,
Like
January 23rd, 2018, WWE can return to Edmonton after city lifts pro wrestling ban.
Why was it banned? Is there a story on why it was banned? Why didn't I cover this?
That's what I'm reading. Pro wrestling will no longer be subject to combative sports ban. Edmonton City Council decided Tuesday, paving the way for a return of a popular WWE entertainment. We are pleased with the decision. So I guess they were supposed to be there February 9th, but it's been postponed by the Oilers Entertainment Group because of the ban. I guess they were they called WWE a combative sports, and it was listed under combative sports instead of being sports entertainment. So they're changing the listing now. They're excited, as are we, to look at the schedule and identify a date in the calendar when WWE can happen at Rogers Place in Edmonton. Council put the moratorium on combative sports into place following the death of MMA fighter Tim Hague during the boxing match in June 2017. So Tim Hague, if I'm saying it right, passed away in June 2017 in Edmonton, and since then they've banned combative sports, so boxing, MMA, and wrestling.
Wow.
And now they're changing it for WWE. They said, we feel, in particular with WWE, that it was a distinct category of activity and really falls more in sports entertainment than combative sports. So now they're changing it, but it's been banned for over a year.
Shit.
Or almost a year.
I had no idea about that. That is so crazy.
He died June 18th, 2017.
But, wow. I mean, it's a mistake. I mean, it's like saying, you know, some kid died on his bicycle. Let's ban bikes. Like somebody died at the circus. Let's ban the circus.
Party.
Mistakes in life happen.
Oscar and shrimp fried rice. Yes, please.
Oh, yeah, Gorilla Strong. I want some shrimp fried rice right now because Leah just had fucking shrimp scampi and I can smell it through the house, and that's like one of my favorite things ever. Like, that's one of my top 5 foods to eat ever, and like I can smell it, and I want to eat it off her body right now. I'm just fucking hungry.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It wasn't even a hard knockout either. Like, it was very quick little jab to the jaw, but it's the fatal blow, the footage of Tim Hague's last final fight before death. This is the hit that caused him to die in the hospital after the brutal knockout.
Wow. I mean,
and it wasn't like a super strong hit. It was like a small jab to the jaw.
How many people died of hockey? I bet.
God knows.
Like, in Edmonton.
I'm trying to see, maybe there's another angle here, but like he just...
Like, I'm sure somebody died of hockey injury in the last couple of years, and nothing was ever done. So hockey's not banned. Why would you ban pro wrestling?
I threw it in the Skype chat, but...
Fucking bizarre what people do.
It's on the Daily Mail website.
They probably just got a ton of backlash for making a response to that. I mean, right or wrong, it's still fucked up. Especially Edmonton. That's like one of the wrestling meccas out there.
Yeah, exactly. So this.
Well, you know, they're what the fuck, and they're jumping around the ring and shit. We gotta fucking stop this. God damn it, Charles! What are you doing? Ban this sport, man. They're fucking uncrazy over there. What's going on? They're fucking dipsy doodling all over the place. When I was a kid, they roll around with a waist lock for about 5 minutes or so. You know, now they're jumping around like fish out of water. A bunch of circus monkeys junking around. Get this shit off of our fucking city council now. That's what they're saying.
Meanwhile, Ted there just took a pair of hockey skates and slit the other guy's throat, but we gave him a parade.
Yeah, right? Yo, let's have another parade for Teddy there. You see that? He slashed his fucking throat. Right in the fucking head.
7th one in a row.
Grab my stick and sign it and give it to my son with your blood. I'm just fucking, I don't know. Where's Andre Corbiel? Like, what's up? Shout out to Andre, you fucking cunt.
Haven't heard from him in a long time.
Oh, really? Every once in a while, me and him talk still. He's all right.
Yeah, I haven't seen him anything posted.
I remember one day when he was like really mad and he was like zooming in on needles in the park and he was like, "This is what you're fucking gonna do, Canada. You're gonna fucking leave your needles everywhere, you junky fucking cumps. If I ever fucking cunts, if I ever fucking catch you, I'm gonna break your fucking face." And like he was like ranting about junkies in Calgary. He was like, "I will break your fucking head. Like, I will smash your face on a sidewalk and then rape your sister." Like, he was fucking losing his mind and then zooming in on the fucking heroin needles. And I was
laughing at cumps.
I was like, "Oh, cumps. What's a cump?" Well, that's a cump is a pussy ring you put around the vagina that makes it look stylish if you got a little bit too much roll bag.
And they say this show isn't educational.
Right. Well, up here in Montreal, we know up in Canada, Bret the Hitman Hart will take on HBK, Shawn Michaels, and the fact of the matter is I'm the best there is, the best there was, and the damn best there ever will be. And my brother Owen, if he was here right now, he'd smash you in the face. A lot like him. You're damn right I sound a lot like him. What do you mean I am him? I'm the former WWF champion, and I'm going to be competing at the SummerSlam. Sorry. I get a kick out of Bret whenever he says... He still says it. He was on Sam Roberts' show like months ago, and he was like, "But I remember one time up there, I think it was, we're coming up to the SummerSlam there, and it's like fucking, he always throws a "the" in front of it. He's like an Italian guy throwing an S on the end of everything, you know? Yeah, we went down to Walmart's, you know? Yeah, we went down to Walmart's. Hey,
I was over at the Survivor Series.
Let me tell you something. We were all outside the Walmarts, and we were fucking... Hey, let me tell you something, Tony. There ain't no fucking S in the end of Walmart, you dumb fuck. Now take the gold chain off your neck. You look like a moron. Sorry. Oh my God, Tony's donating right now. Tony fucking donating right as I said Tony. That came in after I said Tony. That's amazing.
Banning wrestling in Edmonton. They need to ban Tommy from entering buffets.
Oh, God.
No, because then they'd go out of business.
Ooh, I used to have a buddy called Big Joe.
Peasant shithead.
I kid you not, his name was Jack Joe Harry Dick Miller, you know?
I would tell that guy to jack off.
His name was Jack Joe Harry Miller. So we used to call him Jack Joe Harry Dick Miller, Big Joe for short. And the guy was Braun Strowman-esque, and I'm not exaggerating either. He was massive. Big guy, big stature. But it wasn't even so much like he was fat. He was just so large. Inches? That too, but it was 19 inches. 19. You forgot the teen.
Yeah.
Jesus, throw it over your shoulder.
We used to go, we had this $5 buffet in high school that we would hit all the time. It was dirt cheap. We were poor. They had really good Chinese food, so it was like a win-win. We would go in to eat, you know, and my friends and I would have to sit there for an hour and a half, 2 hours, because Joe would just destroy the buffet. And I kid you not, it's like that Simpsons joke, you know, you're putting our kids through college. They would charge him 2 or 3 times sometimes. He's like, I don't care. It's still cheaper than going out to dinner, you know. But they'd walk in, they'd be like, oh no, he could eat us out of business, you know. Like,
who's the guy who did that?
He's much. Oh,
it was a big comedian. He was a big guy. And he would walk in and be like, "You go to all you eat buffet." He goes, "No, you go home."
I know exactly what you're talking about too.
I don't know who that is.
It's he's got kind of a higher pitch voice.
Yeah. Is that what his name? I'm trying. He's from Massachusetts, Joe too.
Oh.
Fuck, it's gonna bug me now. He was in you know where I know him from? It's the only movie role I ever know him. You know the original Punisher movie?
Yeah.
He was Bimbo, the big fat guy.
Yeah.
I think John Panetta's his name was.
I think that's it. Yeah, but he was. You know, they like, oh no, you go home.
Yeah. Oh no, you go home.
But Big Joe would sit there and they'd come over and they'd be like, all right, you know, it'd be me, him, and one other friend. They'd be like, all right, you had 7 plates, you know, 7 people worth of, you know, and I'd be like, no, there's just 3 of us. So like, oh no, we charge him like 4 times.
I am going to eat you asshole.
And he'd eat all that in like an unsweetened tea, you know, that kind of shit.
No, you God. You come here. You know Tommy 2010 NC, come here.
Come in rear.
That was bad though when you get charged for multiple plates, you know, multiple, you know,
Yeah, that's bullshit.
Entry fees for a buffet.
That's fucking
before you sit down.
Yeah. Oh no, they would. They would. He wouldn't give a shit. But
they'd be like, "Yeah, we're gonna have to. You're over the 400-pound weight limit. We're gonna have to charge you twice."
It wasn't even twice though. I shit you not. It would
Like
be four times. It would just.
I'd sue them for false advertisement.
Yeah,
No,
he
you
didn't give a
the
shit.
Restaurant. You pay for
It was like one step away from him lining his pocket with paper towels so he could bring the food with him.
I'm going to tell everybody that comes in here that I just shit myself and there's food poisoning in this shit. I seen a rat. I seen a rat masturbating
I think that
in
might
the
be
corner.
good for their business at that point. Like the food tasted good, but
Yeah.
it had to have been like some feline, low
The food
main or
was
something.
good, but I tasted rat piss. And I saw the rat masturbating next to the rice. I swear
That's
to
a
God.
delicacy. That's a delicacy.
Yeah, I heard if you eat rat penis, then you become like the father of the father of the girl will love you. If you eat rat penis in front of him, he'll be like, "Wow, like you are right for my daughter." Like it will really impress him. Hey Tony, thanks for the $10, man. I think we're gonna play some PUBG now and end out of nowhere. We're gonna stay live for a few minutes here on YouTube, and we're gonna go live on Twitch for some PUBG. So join us over there, twitch.tv/Joe Cronin JCS. Going live there right now. Go on over there if you can, and we'll stay here on YouTube for a few more minutes. Make sure you guys check out Connor from OKFabe on his YouTube channel, youtube.com/OKFaber. But it is OKFabe on YouTube and on Twitter at OKFabe. And then, of course, Jake is here at Countdown Ended on Twitter and his YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/Countdown Ended. And right here on the Joe Cronin Show, you can sub to me. And if you guys want to give some extra support, hit me up on Patreon and get the bonus episodes there. Morning Madness had a big episode this morning about LeBron James versus Ingraham, that crazy old bitch. And they
shut up and dribble.
Just shut up and dribble. But she says that about everybody. So I mean,
yeah, you shut up and shut up and sing, shut up and podcast, shut up and write. And
yeah, and I get her old.
It was
thing.
an interesting situation.
They tried to call her racist for it, but she's just a bitch. I mean, let's face it.
That's what it is. I mean, she really is.
She just sucks, and she's an asshole to everybody. And LeBron, I don't give a fuck what he thinks. So, but I went through the whole thing in Morning Madness this morning. I even put a free part of it up on youtube.com/corruptedpodcast, my other YouTube channel. But yeah, if you guys want those every morning, you get them on patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show. If you do $5 a month, and then you also get the Corrupted Podcast, all the audio downloads, all my song parodies, and all that other bullshit. It's all there. Patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show. Over 320 patrons right now. 320 of you guys are supporting over there, and it is a fucking awesome community. I mean, Patreon, we have our issues at Patreon sometimes a little bit, but thank God for them. It's what an environment over there. YouTube doesn't pay anymore like they used to. We wouldn't be here doing this anymore if it wasn't for you guys. The only people that would be on YouTube anymore would be like the new tryhards, and then they would eventually have to leave if they didn't get backing because there's no money on the YouTube ads anymore, So you guys save the shows. The people that are Patreoning over there, you save the shows. The people that are donating live, you guys are saving the shows. You're the reason why we're here doing this. So, yeah. So tomorrow night I'll have a show. Check out Connor's reviews and stuff. Friday night will be monetized this. And Saturday will be Corrupted. We got a lot going on. But now
Sunday we got the pay-per-view.
Oh, shit. That's right. Sunday. It's a big week this week.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck yeah. I'm ready.
Yeah, trying to stay awake.
Yeah,
I like it when it's big.
I like it when it's so hard. Well, never mind. All right, so let's play some fucking shit, Jake. Connor, you want to jump in? You going to bed? You going to bed, Connor? What are you doing?
I'm gonna hop. I gotta head to bed. No, normally I'd be right on top of everything because I've actually been playing PUBG, but I gotta crash because I am fucking wiped out. But next week for sure, I'll definitely hop on with you guys.
Maybe tomorrow or Friday we can get you in at some point during the day or something.
Yeah.
All right, Connor. Well, hey man, thanks for coming on tonight. Everybody appreciates that shit. And,
absolutely, it's always a fucking blast. We look forward to it.
Always fun, guys. Thank you so very much.
We said it the other day when you weren't around, but that fucking the third video with TSS.
Oh my god, dude, your voiceovers on that are so good. It's great.
So I have to give credit where credit's due. TSS usually sends me the scripts. I'll ad lib a couple of things in here and there. Like I gave a shot to Justin. Like I think he has a website or something. But most of it is actually him, and I just kind of give the inflection of it. But that's mostly TSS writing the scripts. But I just kind of have fun with it because it's just it's so much fun. After the first one, he's like, "I need your help again." I'm like, "I'm already there."
I'm all about it.
The D-Moon.
The D-Moon.
And then Joe does some sort of weird hand gesture that looks like he's masturbating.
I forget who you sound like, but I said it the other day. I was like, he sounds like, I forget who I said you sound like. But it was funny, and now I can't remember.
You did say it on the Raw review, and now I forget too, so
can't
fuck
remember.
me.
Like, the D-Moon was da-da-da, and it was like, yeah, this sounds like somebody.
He didn't bring out just any mug. It was a Queen Leah coffee mug.
That was my favorite, the first one. Blumpkin cunt pussy juice.
All right, guys. I'm going to hop off, but have a good night. Thanks again for everything.
Thank you, bud. We'll talk to you soon.
All righty.
Connor. We'll see you, man.
Peace.
Everybody feel free to stick around. We're going to do some crazy
PUBG
shit.
Up? Because somebody said PUBG server status. How long is player unknown? Oh, it's on PC. I think it's down.
Uh-oh.
Blue Hole have not said when the Xbox patch will launch tonight, so there shouldn't be long outages on console. PC players, the servers are going to be down for 3 hours. So
damn.
They're adding weekly crates and fever crates to PC. They have a new militia crate, I guess.
Oh, really?
Yeah, on PC. So
I forgot to text Troy earlier. Shit.
General Troy.
Yeah, he was a fuck last night. I wanted to kill him.
he had to give us lessons on how to play, you know? This is how you parachute.
We're all like, let's not go back there. And then he was like, and then we never, I should have just said, I'm not going. Good luck, guys.
Oh, sweet. Glorious Eugene said, I got the crates and I am making bank. I believe it. If you get certain items, it's really lucrative. Friggin', I was streaming briefly today the Chinese PUBG on mobile, and figure I go live and I play like shit just before I play second and got like 7 or 8 kills on that game. I know 9 kills. I get on the stream and I die like almost instantly, but I unlocked on the Chinese server some freaking short mini skirt that was really rare, and the group that I was with saw it because you can share it, and they were pissed. I was getting messages in Chinese bitching about it.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I'm getting all
the QQ
shit stuff
thing
like
is like
these
it's like a
horrible
Facebook
fans.
Messenger app, basically.
I'm gonna do one more crate. I just lost a lot of money, but fucking I did it anyway. Okay.
See if we get anything decent.
How do I? Oh, customization. All right. Well, fucking, I'm in the game, man. If you want to join.
All right. I'm gonna swap over to there and get off Skype. I'll see you in a second.
Alrighty.
I sent you.
Oh shit. Yeah, I'm already in there. What's up, guys? What's up? PM is still here. Fucking Steve German. What's up? D Moon. Jeff94 is in here. What's up, guys? Everybody, if you can, head over to Twitch if you can, because we'll be live from there this whole time. Let's see. Here we go. Somebody's gonna get shot in the head. I don't want it to be me. Here's the link for Twitch, guys. It is in the description box down below on your phones or on your desktop, wherever you're watching. The link is down below for Twitch. Although, make sure you don't click Twitch alerts. Click Twitch alerts. Click the Twitch link, which is further down in the description. What's up, Johnny Walker? So we are going live on Twitch, and we're ready to go.
Hey, you got some gloves. Those are on the rare side.
Right. I got a subscriber exclusive room you guys can join too on Twitch now. I didn't know you could do that, but that's pretty cool.
Was the exclusive?
What is?
No, you said you got a subscriber exclusive?
Yeah, I guess they unlocked it on my Twitch, so like I can have subscriber exclusive room. So if you're a subscriber of me on Twitch, there's a room by itself for just subs. So that's kind of cool.
Oh yeah, if you want to chat.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. I noticed that last night. I was so pissed last night. Even when I woke up this morning, I still had no connection, so I had to call them, and they had to send a refresh signal. Apparently, when they did some maintenance around here.
I was going to tell you to do that.
They're doing maintenance this week.
I was going to tell you to do that because when you lose connection, there's a couple things. I mean, unplugging everything and like leaving it for 10 seconds will do it, but then also sending the refresh will do it too because you got to refresh your IP and everything.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I had to call them to get that done, and that was on hold forever.
That sucks.
At 3 a.m., I was like, yeah, fuck it.
Yeah.
All right, well, we'll run duos until we get some more people that want to join.
I want to be black. I feel like black, I can blend in everything better.
Yeah, you can. You lie down on the ground and hands behind your head.
Oh, that costs points to do that?
Yeah, it costs 3,000.
Oh my god. I didn't know that. Oh my god, I want to be this.
Yeah, it's expensive.
I look insane. I just made myself.
Every time you change it, you're spending 3,000 points. FYI.
God damn, I'm not doing that again, but I look like a crazy Asian guy now.
You do.
Wow, look at me, dude. I look like fucking Jackie Chan just got raped by a frying pan. And, holy shit.
You got hit in the face with a shovel.
That's fucking hilarious.
Looks badass.
Yeah, I did.
You're my protector.
All right, let's start a game. I'm going to get my food in a minute, though. What's up, brothers?
Sever said it costs to be a black man.
Yeah, see, bullshit. I bet you it's free to go back to white guy.
ACG, I try and read the comments. I try and keep up with the chat as much as we can. Really strong, glorious. Eugene still in here? Yeah, skirts are rare as fuck. I guess so. AJ Hoover, what's going on?
What's up, man?
All right, so we'll do duos, and then we'll see if people want to join in.
Thank you, man. Shout out to Gorilla Strong for the host. Broken Lion with the $1, even though it didn't work. I'm sorry, guys. Dollar donations aren't popping up now. I don't know why. Tony with the $10 before. Thank you, Tony. You guys are the ones that keep the shows going, so I appreciate that. Tony dropped 22 earlier, too. So thank you, guys. Oh, man, I'm hearing pops already. How long have these people been sitting there? You look like Shinsuke Zakamura now. That's fucking awesome.
Mitsubishi Nintendo.
Shinsuke Zakamura. Here he comes.
Yeah, Killa sent me a message. He'll join us.
Kangaroo Stew, man, thanks for the bits. If you guys want to sub to me on Twitch, there'll be a little bit of benefit coming for you if you sub to me, but it's like $3.99 whatever if you want to support me and sponsor the show on Twitch. That would be much appreciated if you guys could get my sub numbers up. I'm at like 39, 42 or something like that. That'd be awesome if we could hit 50 subs tonight on Twitch. So feel free to do that. If you have Amazon Prime, it's free for you to sub to me, and I get paid still. But that's up to you if you can do it.
Yeah, you go right up to the subscribe button. Once you click that, you click free channel sub with Twitch Prime, and you just click it, and it links your Prime account to Twitch.
Dude,
All
let's
right,
go to
where do you
school.
wanna land?
Let's be crazy. Let's go to school first.
All right, so ready and go.
Oh my god, it looks so funny. I love it. I got like veins pumping out of me. I'm like fucking an Asian guy on steroids. That's what I look like.
Any cosmetic that belongs to the classic Battle Royal movie is limited and super rare. That white skirt from the schoolgirl of the movie can be very
Thanks,
expensive.
Extreme Gamers.
Yeah, there's also some like exclusive items that people have because they were like for sale crates only, like that, or they were pre-order exclusives.
Yeah. Oh, we're never gonna get there, man.
We're
gonna have to call Plan B here.
I see you on the left to be more. I'm coming down.
Oh man, we are not gonna make it.
There's some houses to my right with one group because I didn't make it nearly far enough. I'm gonna keep running up ahead and try and get to those houses. You'll land a little bit ahead of me.
Yeah, we're gonna be fucked here. Those people going to the school over there. They
I was turned
peeled
around on
off.
the plane when I got jumped out.
Those guys are gonna score, dude. They're the only two guys.
I'm gonna head to that barn that you're landing at right now and try and catch up.
Those guys are gonna
and then we
score.
can head right towards the school.
There's only two guys at the school. They're gonna score. They're gonna score so good.
Maybe we can get to the apartments.
No, I mean I'm just going to these houses over here instead. I don't think anybody's in here. I think it was those two guys who were gonna land here, and then they peeled off and just decided to go to school.
Yeah, we would have made it too if I didn't fucking get turned around coming out of the
Well, I
plane.
mean, it would have been a run.
I hate how that kills that much momentum.
It would have been a run still. I'm not even gonna wait to look for more shit. I'm just gonna fucking make sure I exterminate anybody around here. And I got a fucking M16 too or something. Alright, let's go, you fucks. Where you at? Where are you at?
I got a scar.
Nope, yeah, I don't think anybody landed here, man. I think this is all ours. I was coming out here to shoot people, and I don't see anybody. Is that you coming?
I haven't seen a soul yet either. I'm right here next to you. I'm in the other house, so.
Oh shit, I hear something. Unless that was you.
I stopped walking, so if you still hear it. No, that's me then.
Yeah, I guess that was you up there.
Yeah, that's just you walking.
Yeah, it's you walking around. There's a VSS right here, fuck.
The guy just
Was
busted
that you?
out. Yep, that was me. I'm gonna go across the street, start looting more.
Ah.
I mean, we're in the circle nice. We could still go towards the school, or we can go towards the big apartments. There was only 2 people that went.
Yeah,
over
we
that
got
way.
plenty of shit to do here. This is awesome.
Fuck yeah. I just found 90 rounds for my scar. That's sweet.
Uh-oh. That's the school, I think.
I think it is.
Kangaroo, thanks for the 50 bits.
Yeah, that sucked so much last night. For whatever reason, I don't know if it was just a lag behind or what. Because usually I'm great at driving, but I couldn't steer. I couldn't turn.
Yeah.
It was like, yeah, fuck you.
Yeah, a lot of bullshit last night. Oh no.
Alright, you're in this house here. I'm gonna go to the next one.
Need some first aid. That's what we need to find. I have no bandages and no first aid. I'm surprised.
I just found a med kit, so.
That's good.
What do you have for weapons?
I got a VSS and a fucking M16.
Alright, a VSS takes 7.62 rounds, right?
I think it's 9mm. Yeah, it's 9mm.
Oh, all right. That's
Yeah, it's not very good. It's just.
I was thinking of.
It's good for like close range.
I was thinking of the SKS. That's what I was thinking of.
Oh, here we go. There's a med kit. There we go. That's awesome. And a pan.
Oh, nice.
And I got a scope, so that's cool.
Yeah, I found some 7.62 ammo. So.
Nice. Oh, there's bandages. And a Tommy gun in here if you want it.
If you don't want it,
no.
I'll take
I'm
it.
Good.
Where is
yeah,
it in
that
that
little,
garage?
That little hut garage there.
Oh, the little one?
Yeah.
Alright, gotta go back.
Fuck, I need a suppressor. I love when you get a suppressor on the VSS because you can just fucking shoot shit and not care, like, for the most part.
Yeah, because it comes with a built-in suppressor, which is
Oh,
great.
it does have his built-in. That's why I'm thinking about that.
Yeah, it's got it built in. Yeah, it's silenced.
Oh, yeah.
That's what makes it so fucking.
Yeah,
great.
that's what I liked about it. I couldn't remember. I was like, I always have memories of fucking somebody up without them really hearing it. All right, so we're.
All right, where do you want to go to? We can go towards the apartments, like right ahead.
Yeah.
Or we can go into the school and try and fuck shit
We
up.
might need a vehicle, so. I mean, we don't need one, but.
Yeah, we can head to.
That was not, dude. That's a grenade.
Yeah.
That's a grenade.
That was super close.
Where the fuck did that come from?
I don't know.
Because there's no way.
Maybe it was underneath us.
Dude, that's really weird. Like, nobody threw that from the school.
There's no smoke anywhere.
Maybe it's a glitch. I mean, maybe that was a glitch. What the fuck, dude? That was definitely a grenade next to us. There's the car. I see the car.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a car right there. Dead ahead.
All right, I'll get the car.
Do you want to search the... You want to get the car?
Yeah, I'll get the car. You know what? Yeah, fuck it. I'll get the car.
All right, well, I'm not... I was going to say we can go for the apartment and the car, but we can just bring the car beyond the apartment.
Yeah, I'll go get it.
All right.
I wouldn't come with me.
I'm going to stop here.
//
X Tony. What's up, X?
If you have a scope...
Yep, they're on the roof. Be careful. They're on the roof. Back off. They're looting the roof right now.
Which roof?
The far side where the door is. All right, I'm gonna make a run for the car. Stay back here. Don't.
Roof, not the higher one?
Yeah, don't come over here.
All right, I see him right now.
I see him too. I'm hiding. I'm not gonna shoot at him. I'm just gonna run for the car, get it, and drive away. Oh, who's shooting?
I'm
what the fuck? What the fuck? He's running away. He's running away. He's running behind that rock.
Alright, I gotta heal up.
Got him. I'm hitting him too. He's down. I knocked him down.
Alright, thank you.
Fuck him.
Sweet, sorry.
His buddy's coming. His buddy's coming. His buddy's coming.
Which way? I'm healing.
His buddy's going to pick him up. His buddy's going to pick him up.
I'm coming back out. Come on, get up the fucking window.
Get up there and try to take him out. He's behind the rock. Behind the rock. He's shooting me. He's the one that's almost down. His buddy's still behind the rock.
Yep.
I almost got him. Shoot him. Yeah.
Got him with you. That's fucking getting shot at. Alright, I'm down. I don't know where I've been hit from. It's somewhere
It's
up on
the school,
hill.
I think.
They
What the
killed me.
fuck, really?
No, there was one firing from the school, but there's another one
Oh,
on the hill.
fuck off.
Firing on the hill. They came
I
in
so
on us
did
from
not
the top
mean
of
to
the
do
hill.
that,
Fuck
my
off.
bad.
Fuck out.
Fucking pissed, bro. Well, after saving you from the other guy, what the fuck?
Hey, we got... Yeah, I know. That was awesome. I got in the house to heal, but they shot us from the other which way. There's two in the apartment there as well. There was good teamwork, though. Once you stood behind the rock, I got the one downed. You helped me with the other one. We each got a kill there. Oh, bastards. All right, so there's two on top of the school roof. There's one to the left by the apartments. I can't mark anymore. It's over by your orange marker. And then right on top of my dead body, there's one more team of two. I think they're actually... They just squared off against each other now. Do you know where the warehouse is?
Yeah.
If you look right above the shelter, about 3 blocks, that white square, if you go there, you might be able to get to that warehouse. And be able to loot
I'm gonna
that.
loot this building up here. What a bunch of fuckheads.
Thanks, Sever. Yeah, I try. Oh, shit. Dr. Fred is from Peru. He said greetings from
What's
Peru.
up, man? What's up all the way from Peru? People in Australia right now. A lot of people all over the place.
Yeah, I love this game. When it works, it works. That was just unfortunate that I got hit from behind and from the school rooftop. Like I was just in a bad position. There was no way to correct that.
And they came again. Like more people.
Yeah. Yeah, I was getting shot at from two different angles entirely. I was trying, even though I tried to get back into the window.
There's only 47 people left right now.
They were shooting at me from the roof. Yeah, this is going quick, so. Oh, you get a silencer.
Doesn't fit on any of my guns, but I wanna.
Oh, I thought.
I need an extended mag or whatever you got for the VSS. I think you can get like 30 rounds in the VSS, but I want some. I got some health actually. A couple painkillers would be nice.
Yeah, if you have any energy drink or anything, pop one of those now.
I don't though, sadly.
Ah, shit. Yeah, your health's down. Yeah, I had the med kit, like an actual like first aid kit, so I popped that in the window when they were shooting at me in the back. I jumped back out the window and started shooting that other guy, but I wish I knew there was more coming from behind.
X Tony 29, thank you, man, for 200 bits.
200.
I don't know what he said. I'll have to look at it in a minute. Alright, fuck this place.
He said, I did not mean to do that, my bad.
Oh, when he donated at the same time I was talking about Tony? That was funny. I was saying, making fun of Tony's.
Yeah, that worked out perfect.
That was funny. Oh, fucking shotgun.
Jim Kez says they came on me. Yeah, they did.
Let's. Oh, here we go.
There we go. There we go.
Still doesn't help my bullet situation, I don't believe. Yeah, it's not a chamber. It's just a hold.
Yeah, Jeep Life, we don't play Fortnite much. At least I don't anymore. I played a little bit in the beginning, but I prefer this over Fortnite. I'm not huge on the building aspect of Fortnite, and I wish they had a mode that you didn't have any building in. Like, it was just all out, like, you know, deathmatch.
It's good when I'm playing with people that can build, because then I'm like, alright, you guys can build, cool. Alright, there's the circle.
Yeah, you're still not far at all, so you can kind of work your way down underneath Pochinki and head towards, right there. That'd be ideal. And you can cut straight across through the field and everything.
I'm gonna take the...
You only pass that one main road under Pochinki. They need to patch that out, but the car damages you when you hit like bumps and shit like that.
And then
that's retarded.
And sometimes you can like really get...
That shouldn't take away health. That should damage the car, but it shouldn't hurt the driver. Like, if you hit a fucking rock or something, that's a different story going 80 miles an hour. But when you hit a little dip like that, that should not hurt the driver or the passengers.
These cars drive just like GTA cars.
That's not a spawn.
Nope.
Yeah, take their wheels out and then fucking... Nice, keep it going. I'm watching your right while you're shooting. You're good. Fail it.
Good luck driving that.
You can also tell if the car's been driven if the lights
are on. Brake lights.
Sometimes when they get out recently, the lights stay on, so... Alright, you're going through Pochinki rather than going under it, so just be careful.
I'm gonna hit straight out over here.
Yeah, go straight down and around the fucking town from hell. You got fire coming right from your right now.
Oh. What?
There's a person walking down
I hit
the
a
hill.
bush.
That's bullshit.
I just hit a bush.
Dead ahead of you, it looks like there's a... I saw that, and it stopped your car. To your left right now, there's people on a motorcycle. And there's shots being fired pretty much from your 5 o'clock.
Fuck them.
You gotta veer more right in a second.
Yeah.
This has got a bit of a drop, so careful. Yeah, G-Pipe says he can't get out of his head when you guys crashed into the house with Troy.
Oh, yeah.
It was worse than my fucking shitty driving last night, but still. Run.
That was fucked up. All right. Hard right. Oh, no! all that help I just put on just went out the window.
For nothing. See, that should hurt you. But not the bumps.
Right. Oh, new circle, and it's right where we wanted to go, too.
Not bad at all. 38 alive. Anybody watching, we got room for one more for next game, so if you want in, message countdown ended on Xbox. You're being popped at. A shot just hit the dirt behind you.
I stopped for a second to see what would happen. Oh, there's a guy. Oh, yeah! Fucking die, bitch! Oh, I just killed your boy! I just killed your boy! Yo, what's up? Your boy's dead, bitch! Your boy's dead, bitch! Oh, your boy just got tooled. You hate life now.
Where's that package landing? I don't see it yet.
That dude's gotta be pissed.
Oh, he's pissed. His boyfriend picked him up, though. Can you get in those houses over there?
Oh, I thought he... Oh, you're right. I just knocked him. You're right. He should be dead. I was thinking the old rules. Oh, there's 2 people at that house over there. Oh, fuck them.
Yep. I see him running around the outside. Try and pick him off with a sniper if you can. You gotta fire ahead of him. There's too much bullet drop.
Oh, everybody's going for that fucking shit.
Doing a bird. I'll pull you in next.
That package is dropping on the house over there.
Yes, it is. Nice. You gotta aim a little bit above and ahead. Especially with the VSS. I would take it out of auto. I would fire single fire, pop, pop, because the automatic makes it spray way too rapidly.
They're hiding now.
You're better off clicking and picking. Oh, that package looks fucking sweet, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does look sexy sitting there.
I want to touch it. I want to touch it.
I feel like I heard somebody.
Power play. How much is this game? This game is $30.
Oh, there's a guy right down here.
Oh shit! Yep, he's laying down. How many shots you gotta fucking land to him?
Right.
That was 5 you hit. You zigzag and go a little bit left.
Fucker.
He's hurt. Yeah, I know, Sever. A tiny bush stops a speeding car, but a human hit by it stands back up. What are these cars made of? Aluminum foil.
Nobody knows where I am either. If I had a real sniper, they'd be dead.
No, they have no fucking clue. Oh, that was... Oh, he's getting shot at from another team, too. The other guys that you were picking off at.
33 alive.
At that house, they're firing at
Oh,
him,
yeah,
too.
where the care package came from.
No, at the house to your left that you were shooting at the first 2 guys.
Oh, really?
First. Yeah.
I don't think anybody's touched...
I saw shots going in
I don't think anybody's touched the care package.
Nobody's touched that package. Nobody's touched it yet. You might be able to get to it if you pull right up alongside of it on the left side. So like if you zoom into it right now, if you get in on the opposite side, pull your car right up to the door, open the door, grab the package, and get right back in the car.
It's possible.
It's going to be risky, though. Ain't no thing but a chicken wing. I have no idea what I'm saying. Running like a puss. Yeah, that guy was running away like a bitch. Alright, somebody just got taken out by the blue zone, so it's closing in. Just keep watching your back for a second. That package has not been touched.
There's someone running.
He's right there with you. He stopped.
Oh, I shot him right in.
Holy shit.
Fuck off. What did he have?
He knew exactly.
Yeah, I shot him in the chest maybe once or twice, but he started shooting quicker.
I'm going to look back and see.
I should have grabbed my car and just...
He had an M16.
Well, I should have grabbed my car and took off. Should have jumped in the car the minute I heard him get there. Fuck.
Damn. That was a rough ending to watch him shoot you down.
What's up, guys? You die from strong style.
Yeah, you're right in that no-no spot.
We're live on Twitch, guys. Jump over to the Twitch channel. We're going off on YouTube, so make sure you guys come over to Twitch and party with us on Twitch. Sexy.
See, it says you have 0 kills.
Yeah.
But that's not right, because you definitely killed that first guy. That I got.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Squad of 2.
Yeah, I don't know. You're right. Yeah, I fucked up that first guy. You're right, but I don't know. I think somebody else.
Because it's a squad of 2, and I only got the kill when I took down the second guy because they can't pick each other up, so they die. You know.
Right.